We find ourselves in this episode, we're in Beverly Hills, and I think there's an evil plot that's
oh, yes.
That's at work here. Some girly man abductions are going to take place. So let's set the scene. The actor who played the captain on the Love Boat. A goon spray paints one less girly man on the wall. Oh, Bob Saget was in this.
Yes,
Oh,
sure.
That's too bad. God rest your soul, Bob. Our thoughts go out to you.
What about Gavin? What about his soul?
Oh, right.
What about Ebert?
Nah.
Yeah. Holy
I'm
smokes.
sorry.
It's like Saget's got the only soul around here. What the hell?
I knew Gavin McLeod. That man had no soul. Bob Saget on the set of his show. A net is thrown over him and Muscleman goons drag him off. Insert TV screen. A newscast in progress. A picture of John Ritter over the... Oh, my God.
Is there anyone alive in this movie?
What do you think? What's your take? What's your take on his soul? Would you like God to rest it?
My take is that this script is like The Ring.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody who's in it
it's been
dies.
30 years. Let's do it just a blanket.
Yeah.
God rest
rest
everyone on this movie's
Who's
soul.
no longer here.
Who's
Okay, insert
Devin
TV
Keenan.
screen.
Okay.
A newscast in progress. A picture of a very much alive John Ritter over the anchorwoman's shoulder, subtitled Girly Nap.
Once again, a message was left, this time reading, "What a complete girly man." The total is now at 16 girly nappings as...
Insert another report.
A possible breakthrough in the girly nap mystery. The term girly man has been traced to an obscure bodybuilding program
A clip of Pumping Up with Hans and Franz is played.
that was canceled not long ago before the first girly nap occurred.
Interior Arnold's living room later. Hans and Franz and Arnold are lounging in their lederhosen. Each drinking a blender full of protein shake.
What do they mean, obscure?
Yeah.
Fellas, this is not good.
Why? Jealous we're on TV?
We got big problems.
Someone is jealous.
Jealous.
Arnold sighs in frustration. Exterior Arnold's house, night. Schnutzengratzen. Exterior Arnold's house, night. A slew of police cars descend upon the house. Interior Arnold's living room, later. Several investigators are questioning Hans and Franz as Arnold watches.
Have you ever used the term girly man?
Yeah.
When was the last time you used it?
Oh, about a minute ago.
As the investigators take
Yeah.
notes, Arnold interrupts.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but this is ridiculous. I've known these guys a long time. Plus, I'm a huge star. Doesn't that count for some favoritism?
You're right, Mr. Schwarzenegger. We're sorry to take up your time.
Everyone gets up. Just then,
Just that easy.
it actually is. Just then, a few cops emerge from the basement.
Sir, we've located a breakdown in the security systems downstairs.
Where?
Arnold runs to the open wall where the box of crackers is missing.
My crackers! Who could have taken them?
Only we knew about them. I mean, but we didn't.
I'm afraid we're going to have to bring your cousins in for more questioning.
Arnold, please.
Let it wait until tomorrow. For God's sakes, I'm bigger than Clark Gable.
Fair enough.
Also dead. The investigator and cops leave.
We're innocent, Arnold. Believe us now.
Put your hand on your bicep. Do you swear on your cardiovascular system, so help you buttock muscle?
Yeah. Of course.
All right. So now what do? You've got the cops after you, and I've got no crackers.
I know. It's really getting exciting.
Yeah, I wonder what he thinks.
What who thinks?
Follow up.
Hans and Franz run through another secret door with Arnold following them. Interior screening room. Moments later, Hans and Franz walk behind the aisle towards Ebert's seat. Again, movie critic. Arnold trails behind.
What's the deal, fellas?
Pretty damn good, huh, Ebert?
The seat is empty except for some popcorn and candy.
Yeah. Ebert?
They notice the empty seat and look to camera.
They got Ebert.
They got Ebert!
Ebert!
Interior lair, same. Roger Ebert is struggling on a cross-country skiing machine. Wearing shorts and a tank top. A muscle man goon cracks a whip behind him as he huffs and puffs. Rolf walks by. Spare no discipline. This one's a project.
Good one, Lieutenant. With these mass-building crackers, our plan cannot fail.
I'll commence feeding immediately. Soon the girly man will be ready to enter the Mr. Little Austria contest, where I will display them to the world.
Yes. Good. And what about the environment?
Oh, it's smarting. Looks right to camera. It's smarting. Insert movie screen. The same scene is continuing on the screen. Rolf and Mr. X laughing. Interior screening room. Hans and Franz are watching intently, sitting and eating Ebert's popcorn.
Unbelievable.
It was Ralph all along. What a cad.
He's got my crackers.
And how about the other guy?
Yeah, with the voice. Yeah, he's terrible too. It's a great movie though.
Yeah, but the crackers, they're not ready to be eaten. They're going to have side effects. Terrible side effects. You've got to get back to Little Austria and stop them. The entire town is in great danger.
Oh no, how much time into the side effects?
They will take effect
Turning right into camera.
in T minus 72 hours.
Music, dramatic sting. As Arnold speaks, a digital clock readout marked time until side effects, 72 hours, appears in the lower
Side effects.
left corner and immediately starts ticking down.
Oh no, what do we do?
You've got to get the antidote to the girly man. Here it is.
Arnold produces and hands them a can of Cheese Whiz.
It comes in the form of cheese whiz. Now go!
All right, well, clearly, we keep inserting words we just want Arnold to say, like Cheese Whiz and crackers.
Cheese whiz and cracker. Cheese whiz. This is one of my favorite things in the movie. This is one of my favorite things I ever. The Siskel and Ebert thing, or it was originally Siskel and Ebert, but Ebert, that was funny to me to just have Arnold have these guys walk and watch a critic in the middle of the movie like several times. But then it got to this stage in the movie, and all of these bad comedies back then had there were two things that I really wanted to do in this movie was have the bad guy be funny.
Yep.
Which just what didn't exist. Like all these 80s movies were funny in a lot of ways, but they would always have that serious bad guy like Max von Sydow that you'd have to take.
Unlike
And
the
here-
Marvel movies now, where they're all at that little kind of a
everything's
comedic twist.
Everything's a wink. Yeah.
Austin Powers.
Austin Powell. Well, he's he cracked the code. He came up with a character as funny as the main guy. But the whole Rolf thing, for one thing, I love that because it was sort of a final solution joke. I mean, it's from my dark Jewish sensibility.
When I was looking at it this morning, I thought it was a little.
Yeah, no, it's the bad guy who wants to take what you guys do way too far.
Right. Yeah.
And then the other thing in these movies was there would be these messages about things like the environment.
Yes.
In these bad 80s comedies, they'd try to have a morality play going on at the same time. A lot of it got into the save the world mentality.
Yep.
So
which comedies?
I love the idea that Rolf.
Is this Caddyshack or which ones?
No, not Caddyshack, but Spies Like Us kind of movies or Dragnet. There were a lot of serious bad guys in these movies, and that would sort of stop the film cold. Yeah. So then here, I love the idea of Rolf. He had his first plan about just eliminating girly men, but then just tacked on gratuitously, and I'm going to hurt the environment.
Yeah. Well, it's also that it's just a button.
Yeah.
He just pushes a button that hurts the environment.
The environment herder. Yeah. So we get to this point in the movie, and another device that's always in these kinds of movies is you have to figure out a way for the hero to find out what the bad guy's up to. And it's always some lame device, overhearing,
It's a button over here.
Yeah, the overhear button. And here,
They
just
can watch.
accidentally, we'd set up this thing where Ebert's watching the movie. So they walk in, and instead of it just being the third version of this joke, they actually get to watch what's happening. They find out about the bad guy by watching the movie.
I think is it meta? Is that?
Yes, it was the first,
meta.
the first meta joke ever.
Yes, that's right.
Not the Facebook parent company.
I also love that when you read a script, a normal script, oftentimes, if someone's introduced, it says someone like a Kirk Cameron or someone like, but we're, I'm just throwing out random names or someone like a Rob Lowe. But because we were starting with the assumption that Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to be more than half the movie, once you've swallowed that pill, we go hog wild, and it's. And suddenly we're just throwing people in the movie left and right.
Without a doubt.
Hey,
he'll do it. If Arnold will do it, if Sonny Bono will do it.
Yeah, Arnold can just call people up and say, "You're doing it," and he was, he could do it.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that we were so sure that everyone
dreamed big.
Sure. We swung for the fences.
And ultimately, no one did it.
Is that right?
Yeah, no one did it.
Oh.
Didn't come to fruition, as they say.
Well, no, you're ruining the ending because I think a lot of people listening don't know if this movie was ever made or not. So let's keep that as a possibility. Maybe it did come out.
Maybe
and
maybe they read the Ebert book.
Maybe it was a massive 1992 hit.
Could have been, man.
Yeah, a lot of hits from 92 have been forgotten. So why not just...
Yeah, let's just tell people it was made and it actually did pretty well.
And this is a big reunion.
Yeah, exactly. The real Arnold's on his way.
Based on a true story.
Well, let's not say that it's never been made yet. We can say that. Yet.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Yeah.
No pain, no gain.
All right, should we get back to it? Exterior urban landscape, day, Hans and Franz approach. Interior Little Austria entrance, same. They have gone undercover as girly men and wear exaggerated disguises. Hans excessively effeminate, Franz excessively nerdy. Clock reads 21 hours, 6 minutes, 28 seconds.
Yeah, it's good to be back, isn't it, Hans?
Shh. Remember, we're girly men.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we must adopt girly mannerisms.
Yeah.
Interior Little Austria town square, same. They mill about trying to get noticed.
My, look at all the pretty flowers.
Yeah, I would look at them, but I'm too busy not exercising.
A few Musselman goons see them and whisper to each other. Hans addresses a woman.
Oh, you simply must tell me where you got that top.
Yeah, I can't believe my squinty loser eyes.
The goons approach them.
Would you two gentlemen like to come with us?
For whatever for?
Hans and Franz share a wink as they are taken away. Interior, Rolf's lair, moments later. Rolf is examining Hans and Franz, who continue playing up their disguises. Clock, 21 hours, 1 minute, 48 seconds. So glad you could join me. I've special plans for the both of you, Hans and Franz. Hans and Franz, surprised, drop their attitudes. Take them away! Hans and Franz are grabbed and hauled away.
We should have known it would be impossible to hide our considerable bulk.
Yeah, but I think you did have them fooled for a minute there.
I think you are quite mistaken, my friend, if you thought anyone was a girly man.
Interior lair, later. Ebert is inside a machine marked Flabosuction. What was he going to think when he read this? It is connected.
What time and where?
Listen.
I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Is it Flabosuction?
Yes.
The Flabosuction machine is connected through a network of tubes to Hans and Franz, who are tied down to another machine. Rolf stands triumphantly on a perch above them. The clock now reads 00 hours, 11 minutes, 16 seconds.
Oh, my God.
How fortuitous of you to arrive at this moment. You see, I was just about to suck the flab from this humongous critic. Still reading, Ebert? But now that you're here, the flab won't go to waste.
Our bodies will reject the Ebert flab.
Yeah, it's like oil in water.
Shut up! Ah! We'll see who can't accept Ebert flab.
And then Ebert says, could you stop calling it Ebert flab?
Please, don't give us a bad review.
Enough! Commence Flabosuction. A Musselman goon hits a switch. Slowly, we see chunks of flab going through the tubing towards Hans and Franz.
Oh,
No, I'm too young to be a loser.
It can't be happening. This is not us.
Stop it.
What the hell's going to happen?
I don't know. That was a cliffhanger, guys.
That was quite a cliff.
We're going to drop off right there for this episode. I mean, this is that's incredible. Hans and Franz are tied down while chunks of fat are being taken out of revered critic Roger Ebert.
And thanks to the evil Rolf, who, by the way, Rolf was the idea to play Rolf was Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like the part where Dana doesn't want me to think he really was effeminate for a man, or a girly man.
Yeah, they're still bickering about they've been caught, and for all they know, they're about to be killed. But they're bickering about.
We weren't convincing.
Yeah, that was
we were convincing. Yeah.
We were not.
That's the reason. We were
How
too
could
muscular.
we possibly do this?
You didn't want anybody to think you were convincing enough to be a girly man.
It's so laughable that anyone could think we were properly pumped up. Isn't it funny how I thought we were feminine?
I knew it never worked. There's no disguising with these things.
I'm trying to figure
racks
out-
of muscles.
Guys, had we, let's say it had gone ahead and it had come time to send the script to Ebert, I just picture, I know that it would have been Robert and I on
In
the
his
phone,
office.
on the phone or in person,
Yes.
saying, hey, we want to talk to you. And then how would we sell that? That it's all about your flab.
Yeah, what would be in it for him?
I got to experience this years later doing Triumph.
Yep.
And I would get people to do stuff in advance, and it was always hilarious.
Right.
And I think Ebert, I think in this case, Hans and Franz were already hit characters. If Arnold had really done the movie, I honestly think a lot of these people.
Do you think Ebert would have done it?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do.
Interesting.
I think so
I don't think
too.
Siskel would, though. Ebert was the good one out of the two. You know what I mean?
You know what? And that
Originally, it
Siskel
was
was
you
thinner.
brought up Triumph, and I think it's
Yes.
worth remembering. I remember when Triumph got really big and huge, people would contact us and say, "Oh, I want Triumph to get me." And I remembered it was
Yes.
Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi.
Yes,
Remember
that was Richie Sambora's completely.
Yeah, Richie Sambora wanted it, and so the guys were all excited, and they put Triumph's picture on the backstage
On their
passes.
backstage pass.
And it was a big thing. And then I remembered you went there, and all the jokes were so mean about John Bon Jovi. And you thought, at the end, is there some part of him? I remember there was like
he was the only one. He's very nice to me more in later years, but I could tell that he was not as into it as the rest
he was
of the
really
band.
into getting his acting career going. And you said,
Yes.
"Oh, I understand in this movie you play a vampire. Finally, a role that requires you to suck."
Yes.
And I saw
Brian Stack's joke.
I saw the light go out of his eyes a little bit, and I thought, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. I think with Ebert on the set, getting the thing hooked up, I think he
Oh
would
my
have
God.
walked.
Oh yeah.
He was a lot heavier then.
I know.
No.
No, he wouldn't have walked. He couldn't have. He's attached to a hose.
That was the trick.
I see.
Get your
That's
cameos
interesting.
tied up to an object.
Yeah.
From which it's harder to. That was my trick back in Triumph. No, people like Joey Fatone, they're dying to get out there and be shat on.
Right.
I mean, they are.
No,
It's
it became a high honor, like having Rickles shit on you. It became.
Yeah,
I
with
remember
Triumph,
once.
but
we did a Triumph on late night and Simon Cowell was sitting right next to me, and you tore into Simon Cowell, and I'm sitting right next to him, and you really go at him. And after it was over, he looked at me, and he was covered in sweat, and he went, "That was rough."
Really?
Yes.
That's so funny because, I remember afterward him telling me, "No, this will be good for me."
No. But he while he was
everyone-
going through it, he said it was
That's
rough.
so funny.
What would be your opening line to Ebert to try to get him to do this?
I would say,
Roger, how are
hey,
you?
congratulations. Arnold Schwarzenegger, biggest star in the world, because it's 1991, wants you to be in his next film.
Okay.
And he doesn't want Siskel.
And he doesn't
That
want
would have got
Siskel.
him. That
yeah.
would have got
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
How about you, Smigel? What would you say to him?
to Ebert.
Yeah.
I would have said, this is, read the script and see what you think. I would have tried to be very complimentary, that we love your show. And
so you would let him discover what the thing was alone.
I would have
without
said
you.
it's, no, I would have set up the story. I would have said, there's going to be a whole bunch of celebrities that this evil guy wants to convert into muscle men.
Okay.
I wouldn't have mentioned that.
Right.
I wouldn't have said that they're all flabby.
Can I say one thing?
unattractive.
What I would have done?
Yeah.
I would have gone back, reread it, and taken out the line that Rolf has. You see, I'm just about to suck the flab from this humongous critic. I would have just deleted the line humongous
For now, and then
added it on the day of the shooting.
Dolph improvises. Dolph.
Yeah.
Once you get Dolph Lundgren going.
We're just going to try one take where he calls you humongous. We won't even use it. Cut to the movie.
I didn't see the flabbersuction thing in here before. Did you add that? The flabbersuction? Dana, what would you say?
Seriously, I'd be. I would compliment him.
Yes.
You would be. You are so averse to conflict. You would be nowhere around.
I would tell him. Well, I would tell him, you don't really have to do this. You don't need it.
Sure. Yeah,
you don't need it, but we think it's a lot of good fun.
It's ridiculous. You would have said it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, silly. The characters are silly. The whole thing is in good fun. Everyone is having fun in this movie.
Yes.
And having fun with their image. So I think it would be really funny. Roger or R, whatever, EB. I just would have tried to butter them up, smooth them over.
Think about this. Forget Triumph and what I did, but everybody you impersonated. Well, for example, Arnold was dying to do the sketch on the show, and John McLaughlin and Regis.
President Bush.
President
became
Bush.
your friend.
Yeah, all of these people were thrilled to
But
be
you
I
weren't
said the
talking
same
about
thing to
sucking
them.
flab out of him.
Oh, but
What
it was still pretty.
Here's what I would say, and this is why I'm not a good negotiator. I would open up like this. Roger, you're not going to like this.
How about this, Roger? You're not going to like this, but first let's concede. You could lose some. You could lose a few pounds.
Well, also, besides a competition with Siskel, was there another reviewer that he would maybe hate? And we go,
we rejected him.
Yeah, we
wanted
rejected
you.
this other
Or he's
Pauline
exactly.
Kael.
If it's
or
not
whatever.
you, we're going to get Pauline Kael, and then he has to do
right.
it.
Then he has to do. He
what
doesn't
you
want.
always
He
do.
wants to deny Kale the
Yeah.
privilege of being on. Yeah.
Anyway,
All right,
this
well,
has been
okay.
Inside Baseball: How to Manipulate People to Do Your Project with
Yes.
Conan O'Brien.
It
and
actually is
Next week,
quite
Al
helpful.
Roker.
Yeah. All right, this is the end of episode 3. Join us for episode 4, where we read more of the lost Hans and Franz
Yes.
movie, To a Nation That Just Can't Get Enough. We'll see you then. We all know that this is going to lead to the movie actually being made. So I'm clearing my schedule for the summer.
For a budget of $100,000.
It'll be on streaming. You'll see. It's going to be great. You know, in the last episode, we talked a little bit about how Hans and Franz came to be. And I think this is important before we start this, reading the next parts of the script. Kevin, it all began with you seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger doing an interview, and you were kind of enjoyed doing his voice. You called Dana, the two of you were out on the road together with Dennis Miller. Hey, cha-cha. And you were, looks like Conesy Won'sy gave me a pluggy wonky. You two were on the road together. And you started doing these two guys, but you were still, you didn't quite see how it could be a character yet. And then, Dana, you said there was a point where there was an important revelation.
We played with it. We had the core, I think, that they would maybe be the cousins and maybe
Of Schwarzenegger.
of Arnold and worship Arnold. We had that.
Distant cousins.
But we were trying to think of the characters, like what would they be? And we were going around with like, are they actually going to lift weights? Like, are they going to show that they're strong? And we were probably thought not, but what would they do? So I'm talking with Kevin. And first we were just on the phone doing it. We want to pump you up. We thought, okay, let's do that. And then Kevin, we were just riffing around like this and that. And then Kevin said, I'll never forget it because it tilted the whole thing. And if you don't believe we're properly pumped up, once we got defensive, then we laughed for 2 hours on the phone. If you doubt me in any way, and they would never lift weights. So I think in the first, the first
They never
sketch,
demonstrated their strength.
there's
Just
no
berated
strength.
the audience.
All they did, a paranoid, delusional, sadistic, aggressive toward imaginary enemies, and that was their whole thing. That's why I don't think the first one or two really scored.
The first one is unbelievably funny. If you watch it now,
But the audience got hooked it harder as it went along.
Yeah,
in my
of
mind.
course.
Yeah.
Well,
what
that's
happened-
almost every character,
Yeah.
right? The first Wayne's
yeah.
World wasn't
Well,
a giant hit.
I
either.
guess it was just how abstract it was.
It's
They're never
familiarity.
going to show any.
Like we did the first one, we set it up and they got it okay thing.
It was the
And then-
last sketch of the show.
Yeah.
And then we didn't do it for a couple weeks. I said, Dana, we should do another one of those and see if, and then we put it out there and it was like, it was like,
It
bedlam.
connected.
People loved it,
Yeah.
Eventually, we had the whole crowd going, we want to pump, and then the whole 8H.
Yes.
And we go, yeah.
You know what I used to love
We
about...
start counting money
I
backstage.
think more so back then, that era of SNL, everybody was always on the hunt for a catchphrase. And I remember very clearly, and there was some, pump you up. I could see you guys thinking, what's the catchphrase going to be?
Right.
Yeah, everything gets wound down into, we want to pump you up to, we want to pump you up. We had to stop because I was
It's
going
like
to
a chef with a reduction. You keep cooking it until it just becomes this syrup.
It's like the Bush thing. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, we watched you do the whole arc of George Bush was you starting out saying, not gonna do it. And then over time it became, la ga da. Like, oh,
ga, 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 ga.
he's had a horrible stroke.
Yeah.
It went like this. Not gonna got to go. Combining two catchphrases.
It's a living. What can I tell you, folks?
It's a living.
It's a
Hey, I'm
living.
waking here. So we're going to get back into it now. As you last remember, Hans and Franz, they lose their job at their cable television show because they refer to Dr. Martin Luther King as being flabby. They're fired. They ride out on tandem bikes and they get to Hollywood. They're hoping to meet their cousin Arnold. So we take you now.
Let's get Arnold in here.
Let's get Arnold in here.
Yeah, we need
let's get him in here. Okay.
Let's get to work.
This is,
Let's
here we
go.
go.
Let's do this.
Reduced to eating letters of the Hollywood sign for sustenance, penniless Hans and Franz have no luck finding their cousin in Los Angeles until they are arrested for tackling Arnold at one of his movie premieres. Arnold bails them out of jail and allows them to crash at his house. Meanwhile, Rolf continues to kidnap girly men. Exterior Arnold's house day. A huge sprawling estate. Arnold's Humvees drive past two large flexed metal arms which serve as the gate. Interior Arnold's foyer moments later. A very pumped manservant takes everyone's bag as they enter.
Thanks, Benny. Make yourselves comfortable, fellas.
The house is decorated with large sculptures of individual muscles.
Wow. Great place.
Yeah, it's good for now.
As they follow Arnold into the living room, they cross a staircase made up of 15 connecting stairmasters, ascending to the next level. The living room furniture is also shaped like different muscles.
This room's where I like to unwind.
Yeah, Arnold, before we forget, we got some stuff for you from back home.
They pull some junk out of a knapsack.
We brought you your mail.
Hans hands Arnold some old junk mail.
Yeah, thanks.
And also,
He pulls a beat-up, dirty sausage out of his knapsack.
your favorite sausage which Grandmama cooked for you.
That's nice. Thanks, guys.
Arnold reaches over and opens a cabinet. A digital monitor reads out 14 calories burned. Arnold pulls out a cigar and lights it.
Let me show you the rest of the place.
Arnold gets up. Hans and Franz trail him.
Sure, love to.
Arnold, can I use the bathroom, please?
Sure. Go down to the bicep, make a left at the buttock.
Thanks.
Hans continues to follow Arnold.
Here, come with me.
Arnold's backyard, moments later, they cross the swimming pool, a narrow lap pool that stretches a mile into the horizon. There is a yacht in the deep end.
Pool.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes,
Yeah,
I like
beautiful.
it. It's a beautiful pool.
They continue to follow Arnold elsewhere. He leads them through a secret passageway, a giant buttocks that separates and opens like a door. Arnold's basement moments later. It is a complex underground nerve center, not unlike the War Room in Dr. Strangelove.
Here's where it all happens, fellas. I make every career move in this room.
A team of advisors is studying a giant tabletop chart, pushing around a small cardboard cutout heads of Sylvester Stallone, Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Kevin Costner, etc. Hans and Franz are very impressed.
Show business is like a war. You must always anticipate the enemy's next move.
Arnold turns to Howard, an agent in an Italian suit.
How's it looking for the Pride of the Yankees remake?
Costner met with them today.
Blow him out. I was meant to play Lou Gehrig. Come.
Arnold turns and leads Hans and Franz to another wing where scientists and lab coats are studying x-rays, muscles, and skeletal charts.
Who are these people, Arnold?
Muscle research. You can't forget pumpitude. It's my bread and butter.
A scientist approaches Arnold.
Any new exercises, Courtney?
You know this little bump on the inside of your elbow? It's technically a ligament, but we think it can be made thicker with inverted curls.
Good. Add it to my routine. Come over here, fellas.
They walk over to a machine that resembles a sleek version of an old steam box.
This machine removes all hair from your body so you're ready for competition.
A hairy Italian bodybuilder in Speedo trunks steps into the machine, which makes whirling and buzzing sounds.
Thanks, Franco. I want to give something back to the bodybuilding community.
The machine stops. The Italian bodybuilder steps out, hairless from the neck down. He checks under his Speedo and gives a thumbs up. Arnold moves on to a private alcove.
Here's my real pride and joy.
He presses a button on the wall. A sliding door opens, revealing a gleaming rectangular metal box.
For years, man has been poisoning his body with unsafe chemicals in his mad quest for bulk. Soon, the madness will end with my new, totally safe, anabolic bulk enhancer. Wow. And man will finally realize his dream to go from this
He refers to a photo of an enormous bodybuilder with bulging muscles.
to this.
He refers to a photo of the same bodybuilder doctored to look 3 times as muscular. It's a truly disgusting sight.
Oh my God.
Nice, unbelievable.
So beautiful.
It's a shiny, muscles.
I love it.
Oh, let me touch.
Yeah, it comes as a cracker.
Arnold opens
classic Conan joke.
I love that. It comes as a crack. Arnold opens the metal box, revealing rows of round crackers. Franz reaches for one. Arnold slaps his wrist.
Not yet. The crackers haven't been perfected. Now, let's go. And remember, don't tell anyone.
They leave the alcove and are intercepted by Howard.
Arnold, I know you have guests, but
Right, fellas, this is my agent, Howard.
Hello, girly man.
Yeah, nice to meet you, flabby person.
Howard gives Hans and Franz a look. They smile, oblivious. I remember we would get so excited about jokes where it was very flat. Him talking about all that wondrous thing and then saying something like, it's a cracker.
It comes as a
As it
cracker.
comes
Well,
as a
that was
cracker.
totally your joke.
But just the idea that then Arnold has to say cracker.
Cracker.
It's a great Arnold word.
Hearing the real Arnold do this would have been just incredible.
Yeah, we would have done anything just to have the table
Arnold
read.
would have been,
Exactly.
is going to be when we remake it. So funny in this movie because the visual get through the house, that whole thing plays
Oh,
so
no, there
funny.
was a whole scene. Remember the scene where Arnold's on the phone and he's doing he's multitasking. He's doing like 20 things at once and controlling because he was such an enormous star
Yeah.
at this time that we were able to just exaggerate not only his fame, but also his just he was like a superhero within the movie.
Yeah.
And we had lunch with him at, was it called
Shotzi's.
Yeah.
And
Shotzi's. And
to
this,
talk about this movie.
yeah, we
That's
had
right.
one meeting with him, and I'll just set the table, which is down in Venice.
Yes.
There was a restaurant called Shotzi's that I think Arnold owned.
He did.
he bought it for his mother.
Yeah, and it was, you could get
Is that true?
Austrian food there.
Yeah.
And, just as a side note, I think who used to sometimes frequent that little area, it was sort of an outdoor kind of mini mall area. And Shotzi's was there. And I later heard from Rick Ludwin that Johnny Carson used to go there. And he would meet Johnny Carson at that same place.
Huh.
Yeah.
Rick would meet Johnny Carson at Shotzi's.
at Shotzi's. And Shotzi's was this place where...
What's on the appetizer list tonight?
But you know what? This is what I heard from Rick Ludwin, a good friend of ours going back years on SNL and the Late Night Show.
Yes.
He said that he was having one of his meetings with Johnny Carson, who was retired, but still just this huge legendary figure.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there at Shotzi's with Rick Ludwin. They're having a lunch. And Arnold came by, and it was a whole thing like, we miss you, Johnny. It was all about, you've got to come back on television. And Johnny was,
That'd be very him.
Oh, thank you very much, but I'm having a good time on my boat. I think
He's having a good time on his boat.
Leno, how did you get here?
Alex and I, we watched
What are you bothering Johnny for? Leave Johnny alone.
You came out of the...
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to tell Johnny what to do. You don't tell Johnny what to do. What are you doing? Leave him alone.
What, did he come out of the heat vent? He was listening in. Yeah, I'm from everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just in the kitchen. Yeah.
I went to that place once. I met him there once without you guys. And at
Arnold?
Yeah. And at the end, he's like, okay, time for cigars and schnapps. And he had a cigar cutter, and then you had to do a shot of schnapps. This was you do at the end of a meal. It's
So
like
we had-
exclamation time
So we
point.
should talk about this because we did have a meeting with Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
We all went, and I
Yes.
remember there was some other people there too, obviously, some agents and...
Normally, you'd have Austrian
Parasites.
friends around, like
Yeah.
big, burly, long
really?
guys. Yeah.
In this case, it was just agents and things.
Yeah,
like that.
and I didn't remember having any interaction with them other than, hi, fellas. I mean, I think he
So
talked
we
to you
sat
guys.
at a table.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
sat at a table,
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm saying...
Do you remember?
I remember him
I
talking
remember
about
the
Junior.
first thing he said. You guys have gone crazy with the buttocks, giant buttocks opening and closing. I remember he went
Oh,
to
so
that
he had
part,
read it. He had read it.
or at least enough of it, but he mentioned that.
Once
with
he got
buttocks.
it,
He was excited at that point, and
Yeah.
then he was just telling us about his other projects. And I'm going to be I play a pregnant guy, and it's really touching and heartwarming, because I go through and I understand what women go through. And
Comedy is because the man, traditionally doesn't have a belly from being pregnant.
Exactly.
But you see a
Because
man
I
with
like that he gets into it because a man doesn't have a uterus.
you see,
Yeah.
He does not have
he has a
ovaries in the
penis.
uterus.
You know the thing that you use to urinate?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
women don't have that. Men only.
And then he brought out a diagram. That was weird. He
Let me
showed
tell
it.
you something. I'm the only man who's pregnant that has a six-pack over the belly of the little child. Even the child has a six-pack inside.
It's my six-pack would crush the child. But we,
Is there any chance Arnold, 3 months from now, is driving down the road listening to this?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Maybe we go back revisit it.
My dream would just be for him to do a live reading with us and just do it for charity. That would be,
Or for us.
or for us, just for money.
Or
yes.
would be great.
Or we say it's for
we
charity.
say it's for charity,
Yes.
and then we pocket the money.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done that many times, and people rarely look into
They
it.
don't know. There's
don't
no
know.
forensic audit. That's a lie.
Steve Martin had a great joke. Steve Martin did a charity. He goes, "Congratulations, you've raised $500,000 minus my salary."
So that's $200 for the kids.
What are you fellas cooking?
Glutzenschatzel. Yeah, we figured it was our last night.
Glutzenschatzel?
Franz pierces a piece with a fork and timidly offers it to Arnold. Arnold eyes it cautiously, then tastes it.
My God, it's just how I tasted in the old country.
Arnold, how come you never talk about the old country?
It's not the most pleasant memory. Believe me now.
Let it out.
I was a happy child, but it wasn't easy for my family.
Dissolved to exterior the old country marketplace 30 years ago. Poverty-stricken villagers exchange sparse items. Some children are lifting tiny weights.
It was during the war. Food and weights were hard to come by. Families struggled to stay pumped.
Which war was it, Arnold?
Who knows? The war.
So many. Dissolved to water's edge later. Young Arnold, age 15, with flowing locks in lederhosen, hugging his family.
I loved my simple life, but I was too massive for my family to support. So in desperation,
Exterior ocean later. Young Arnold floating in a giant bottle across the ocean.
they sent me to the States, the only way they could afford to, promising they'd join me later.
Exterior Ellis Island day. Young Arnold online with tons of other immigrants.
Still, I felt abandoned. And then, on Ellis Island, I was humiliated.
Young Arnold steps up to the immigration booth.
They shortened my name.
A rude clerk is in the booth.
What's your name, son?
Arnold Schwarzenegger Schlatzen Klausen Jammerstein.
Okay, forget it. Now you're Schwarzenegger.
Young Arnold is stunned. He walks away slowly, then stops.
I had nothing left. So I told myself I'd never look back.
Dissolved to interior Arnold's office day, 1979. Pan the wall. Posters of Arnold as Mr. Olympia, Arnold in Pumping Iron, Arnold as Conan, the Barbarian, etc.
I focused on my career, and it paid off.
A 70s Arnold receives a phone call.
Then one day, I got a call from Little Austria. My grandpapa was sick. I thought I'd finally make amends.
Exterior Little Austria, church day. Morning villagers are gathered outside. A casket emerges from the entrance. Arnold is the lone pallbearer, carrying the casket by one handle. He is downcast.
But I was too late.
He sadly does a rep with the casket. Exterior Arnold's pool, same. Hans and Franz are taking it in.
We never knew, Arnold. We never knew.
Yeah.
You can never get it back, fellas.
Arnold, how about a Dusel Schnaps?
You guys brought Dusel Schnapps?
We raided Grandmama's liquor cabinet.
I don't know, fellas.
Exterior Arnold's pool later. All three are drunk, giggling hysterically and joking in German as they laugh.
He knows what to do. Woman frightened me.
Yeah, me too. What about pumping? What about pumping? I do it because I'm insecure.
Yeah. That's why I do it.
I love you guys. You're such losers.
Yeah.
Don't leave tomorrow, okay?
Arnold starts an Austrian drinking song and Hans and Franz join in.
Stufen, Flatzen, Schaßen, Fußen, Lanzen, Stufen, Flatzen.
It's really fun to imagine the real Schwarzenegger doing all
I know.
that. But
At what point do you want to talk about why the movie didn't get made?
Well, one thing, I'll start the conversation with this, is that I was naive personally
Yeah.
and found out later, maybe from the late, great Brad Gray, he's got like 10 things at all times. So,
Right.
he has multiple projects.
Well,
but
yeah.
I didn't really realize how, we were not necessarily on the top of the list, but we might have got made. But I was probably thinking more like maybe had 2 projects or 3.
Well, what I like
it
to
was
do too is
massive.
I have like 5 projects lined up for myself, and what I do is it depends on what I'm looking for.
we're
at
not
that
talking
point.
about yard work, Kevin.
Oh, I see. I thought you were.
Is this one of your projects right now?
No, it's raking leaves and shoveling.
This doesn't
driveways
count as a
and stuff.
project?
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
Shit.
Jesus.
But in retrospect, isn't it? I mean, there are other reasons too. But he always movie stars, huge movie stars, like The Rock, doesn't have like just two things.
No, but I
going.
remember a specific phone call that, like, I got to talk to was there a guy named Lou? Do you guys, anybody
Maybe a
remember?
side
Like
gig.
his manager was named Lou. And the guy tells me that so while we were waiting, Last Action Hero came out and
Mm-hmm.
kind of bombed. And Last Action Hero, he didn't play himself, but he played, it was a tongue-in-cheek
He
kind of.
he parodied
He parodied
himself
him.
as an action
Yeah.
hero.
As an action hero. And Lou basically said that Arnold, it was almost like, this proves the law that you can't do yourself. I'll never do myself in the movie again.
Right.
That was
No, Last
the
Action.
lesson that he took from that.
At the time, we heard that because Last Action Hero came out, I don't know if it came out while we were writing it. I think
But
it
was
came out.
he was
a while later.
developing that then while he
Yes,
was talking
he
to us
was.
about this script.
Yes, he was.
So it
That and
seems like it
Junior.
was an and/or. If we'd gotten to it first, maybe it would have got made. Then we would have been, you never make fun of yourself.
Yeah.
After 30 minutes. It was
Or if ours had been a hit, then he would have just, you always make fun of yourself.
You only make fun of yourself.
I play myself every time.
There must be buttock stores in every movie I make.
I mean, he really was. He was the biggest, like, muscular guy. Like now they got so many action stars like that. They got Rock.
No, but
and-
skinny
was the
actors,
Rock of
skinny
his
movie
day.
stars get incredibly pumped up now.
yeah, they do.
Like Jake Gyllenhaal or just normal guys.
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. And his brother Glickenheimer.
Yeah.
Jake, love him, great actor. He's probably listening.
Well,
but he
because
was
they all have to do superhero
had a normal
movies.
frame, but then it's like, you know.
But I will say
Have you
this.
seen Kumail? I mean,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but totally.
But I will say
Yeah.
this.
Have you seen me?
Mazel.
If you're looking at the people that do a lot of them, that do the action movies or the Marvel movies, they get very cut. But Arnold was different. Arnold, at his peak, was massive in a way that none of these guys are. I mean, he really was.
He's a legit bodybuilder.
Yeah, he was a real bodybuilder. So
The Rock might be bigger than Arnold, I think.
physically
physically,
bigger?
bigger?
At this point,
I don't think so.
really? But Arnold
not,
was huge.
Not Arnold when he was a bodybuilder.
Arnold was huge.
Not the pumping iron Arnold.
But I'd have to see them side by side in their prime.
I'm going to say that
Arnold was a bodybuilder.
Arnold was a
Professional
bodybuilder, though, and
Well,
The
Rock
Rock
was a wrestler.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll ask some gym rats about that.
But I think he was also, you could be more reckless
Whoops.
about it then.
But here's something that everyone will find fascinating. No, I was going to do Bad Boys because those guys always talk about it, even with me and Lovitz.
Yes. Yeah.
So turned it down. But in the meantime, Simpson and Bruckheimer, I was going to play the Will Smith part, and they said, yeah, we're going to get a trainer. We're going to add 2 inches to your chest
Good God.
to try to build me up to be
Right.
like, I mean, Will Smith is like 6'4". It's crazy.
He's not 6'4".
All right, 2.5.
Nope.
But anyway, they
He's
even tried to do it
5'1".
to me. I graduated high school at this height at 125. It would have been a heavy lift, no pun intended. But
You know what I love is the insane commitment to the weightlifting thing, which even when you were describing them as being in this really, the thing that there wasn't much food to eat and it was hard to get weights. A weight is anything you can lift.
Yeah,
I love the stupidity of
It's hard
there
to
wasn't
get weights.
there wasn't much money for weights. It's like nah. That being a hardship.
Yeah.
Weights have to be flown in to this impoverished area so people can pump up. All right, that does it for the second episode of Hans and Franz, the Girly Man Dilemma. This is the table read. We're bringing this magical script from 1991 to life with Dana Carvey, Kevin Neal, and Robert Smigel and myself. So stick around for the next episode where things really heat up.
We never even had a table read for the original.
No, we
Right.
didn't. That
No.
would have been fun. Wow.
Couldn't afford a table.
We had gotten
Could have
Arnold
punched it up.
for that. Maybe if Arnold had just come to a table read and heard the laughs, he would have
Yeah.
got a time machine.
Kevin Nealon's classic bodybuilder characters from SNL. These were monsters. These were monster characters. Everyone was doing the Hans and Franz all across America. It was big. It was a big deal. But a lesser known fact is that Dana, Kevin, Robert Smigel, and myself wrote a feature-length Hans and Franz movie way back in the year of our Lord, 1991. It was a musical, it was an incredible vision, and it was shockingly never made. The only movie based on SNL characters that wasn't turned into a movie. No one has ever seen or heard this script, ... until today. I am here in studio with Dana Carvey, Kevin Nealon, and Robert Smigel. This is the first time any of them have spoken to each other since the movie fell apart. Everyone in this room has refused to speak to each other, but now we've come together.
Put aside our differences. And we're going to read selections from Hans and Franz, The Girly Man Dilemma. A title you probably couldn't use today. Hans and Franz, The Girly Man Dilemma. Remember, it was 1991. We're safe. Sorry.
We're going to read this more than 30 years after we wrote it. Gentlemen, first of all, I'm thrilled that we could all be here. Dana,
good to
Kevin,
see you all.
Robert, how you guys doing?
Kevin?
Well, I'm just
Kevin, how are
I'm
you
over
doing?
the moon to be here.
Yeah.
To see that you are still in the business.
Thank you, Kevin.
Stuff that we predicted in 1991.
Yeah.
No, it's nice that we could come together. I wanted to sort of set the table first before we begin, explaining a little bit of the background of what we're doing here, okay? First of all, we're going to read this script, scenes from the movie. We're not going to read the whole movie.
Thank God.
The whole movie would be over 6 hours long. But what we're going to do is we're going to start by reading an opening sequence first. We have some Team Coco staffers in the back that are going to help us with some smaller roles. Sona Movsesian, Matt Gourley, David Hopping, and Matt Powers are going to be assisting in smaller roles, helping us out.
No role is too small.
No role is too... No, that's not true. Some roles are very small. In fact, I'm reading one of the small roles, but I'm also going to be reading stage directions. And, of course, Hans and Franz will be played by, of course, appropriately, by Hans and Franz, Dana and Kevin. And Robert, you will be playing the part of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is that right?
We didn't get Arnold?
What's that?
No,
We didn't.
Arnold's here.
Yeah.
Would you like to meet Arnold?
We couldn't.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Wow!
What an honor!
Arnold just walked in. This
It's
is
an
incredible.
honor to be part of it. Finally, the Conan O'Brien Needs a Human Friend podcast.
Arnold, amazing that you would just wander in without even being
You're
invited.
amazing that I would just wander in.
You're so animated.
No, I can't believe I'm in the studio in Larchmont. I'm pinching myself.
Settle down, Robert. Settle down.
Okay, all right. Oh, yeah, he's good.
We don't want him mad at us.
Oh, right.
Let me point out quickly that Robert, for many, many years on my late night show, was the voice in the Clutch Cargos of Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was one of our biggest hit characters. He would always come down and I would start interviewing him and it would always end up with him yelling at me. And you
We
always...
always start with him yelling at you as well.
Yeah, exactly. It was
sort of the beginning,
it was
middle, and the
symmetrical,
end.
yeah.
Yes.
I thought you looked familiar,
Yeah.
man.
Thanks,
Sitting
man.
thinking,
Yeah.
where's
Robert-
this guy from?
Mouth of Arnold.
Robert always had, this is how low tech it was, to create a little gap in his teeth, he'd put a little piece of electrical tape
Electric tape.
in front of his two front teeth, and always in the middle of every bit, it would start to come off.
Yeah.
And then we would deconstruct it, and I'd say, Arnold, are your teeth all right? Don't look!
Don't
It's fine.
I have my gap. It's delicious.
How would we explain this impression to like Rich Little or something?
I know.
No,
To anyone-
this is our Arnold.
It was I was an imprecisionist, I used to
Yes,
call myself.
exactly.
Conan, I'm a
my
little
favorite.
confused.
Yeah.
You said you were going to set the table. When is that going to happen?
Not literally set a table.
Oh, I thought we were having lunch or something, man.
No,
I thought I'm
man.
surprised.
All right, so that's what's happening is
We should explain to people under 25 who Hans and Franz are.
Hans and Franz, and I think we should quickly, and I know that I have my minders who are sitting in the room glaring at me that I keep this thing on the track. This is going to take place over multiple episodes. We're going to read different scenes, and we'll take you through everything. We're going to start reading the opening sequence in just a bit. But just to tell you, Hans and Franz, it was a big deal on SNL. Kevin, where did the idea come from? Because you were watching television, I believe, once, weren't you?
I was in a hotel room in Des Moines, Iowa, I believe it was. We were
Kevin
on tour with
and
Dana, Dennis, and me. And I was watching Up Close and Personal with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he would talk about, what he does when he gets into town. They were asking, what do you do when you get into town? He goes, well, first I get into the nice light cotton shirt. I go out on the town. I have some fun. Then I come back to the hotel room. I get into the nice light cotton sheets, And I called Dana and I said, Dana, you got to watch this. And we were both laughing at it. And then for the rest of the tour, drove Dennis crazy. We're talking like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And it was the precision and the positivity. So Kevin told me that. I laughed. And it became a poem we did ad nauseum. It's like, you get to the hotel, you do the stairs, you get a nice light sweat, you take a nice warm shower, you put on a light white cotton shirt, and you're ready for the evening.
Yeah, you're ready.
It always went to you're ready for the evening.
You're ready for the evening. It's all the preparation.
So you two are doing this back and forth, and then eventually this becomes Hans and Franz, these two characters who want to pump you up. And
Arnold's cousins.
Arnold's cousins, and they're constantly talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and became a very popular
but also
SNL sketch.
Very defensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they try to cut people down before they mock them.
Well, they're paranoid and delusional and aggressive.
What was it now? Believe me now and hear me later.
Hear me now. That was Kevin's. Hear me now and believe me later.
If you think you're so smart, why don't you come and do what we do? No way, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, they're on a cable TV show with like 3 viewers, and they're threatening them, and they never show any feats of strength or lift anything. So let me tell you something. If you doubt this, we can very easily come to your house, and you'll see in the script what that we.
Dan and I never laughed more than we were writing these characters
for hours
because they were just so
fun to do.
So then you guys, and we'll talk about this, how it came about, but
we just did, didn't we?
No. Those are the characters. Then there was the idea for the movie.
Right. That was way later.
It was several years later, and I think you guys talked to Robert, and Robert talked to me, and we agreed we would try and write this thing. So let's take you now. I think we should begin.
Let's just do a scene, see what happens.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I'll read the stage directions. Okay. And this
just remind me, am I Franz? And he is Hans, right?
You are there to pump.
Okay, I got it.
No one ever knew which one was Hans and which one was Franz. Okay, I take you now to Hans and Franz, the girly man dilemma.
Welcome to Pumping Up with Hans and Franz, the informative training program for the serious weightlifter.
Welcome. We're back. As always, don't try to adjust your TV sets. This is our actual size.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're looking at 2 of the most massive muscle gods you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah, because I am Hans.
And I am Franz. And we want to pump you up.
We followed the message of our cousin, the greatest bodybuilder in the world.
Yeah, maybe you've heard of him. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
As they continue, occasionally cut to glazed, indifferent cameramen and technicians, all out of shape.
Hear me now and believe me later. We could easily grab your love handles and stress them around you like a bag so you can carry yourself out to the garbage.
Cut to cue card man holding a card reading, yeah, because that's where trash like you belongs.
Yeah, because that's where trash like you belongs.
Interior, a bedroom, same. Rob Lowe, as his character from Wayne's World, is in bed with a woman. She holds remote control.
Wait a minute. Keep it on this for a minute.
Interior, studio, same.
All right, let's bring out our guest.
Helmet, a flabby, shirtless Austrian man joins Hans and Franz. He appears painfully resigned.
This is Helmet, a typical person. Helmet is what you would become if you're lazy.
Interior, Rob Lowe's bedroom, same.
Nah, this sucks.
He flips to another channel. Exterior, ugly white brick apartment building. The next morning. Interior, Hans and Franz's studio apartment, same. A cuckoo clock wakes up Hans and Franz asleep in their bunk beds. Several Arnold posters hang from the walls. Many framed signs with slogans, no pain, no gain. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't help. Believe me, etc. Music, cheerful, morning. Hans slides out of the top bunk, stepping into Franz's hand stirrups. They are in their pajamas and weight belts. Bathroom door. Hans is knocking to come in.
Come on, Franz.
Interior bathroom. Franz is flexing in front of the mirror. Exterior bathroom.
Let's go. There are some other people in this house that need to flex.
Interior living room. Later, Hans is watering and berating a sickly plant on the windowsill.
Come on, you lazy geranium. Or whatever that's called. Grow. Look how scrawny you are.
Yeah, I could very easily pull you out by your skinny roots.
Yeah, you look more like a daisy. Is that what you want?
He's yelling. They're yelling at a plant.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
deserves
Danny,
it.
a gangly, nervous student who lives next door, arrives at their entrance.
Guys,
Yeah, what?
can you keep it down? I'm just trying to work on my thesis.
Yeah, look, how long are you going to be finished with that?
Yeah, you're going to be needing this quiet business.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just hit on this whole new verbal dynamic.
Yeah, look, we'd love to chat and engage in girly talk. But now we have an appointment with a station manager.
Interior TV executive office. Later, two young executives are seated opposite Hans and Franz. Everyone is uncomfortable.
It's just that Martin Luther King is a real hero in our society.
Yeah.
So to describe him as flabby,
He is.
well, that's not the issue. What you said was offensive.
English, please.
Look, we've just gotten a lot of calls and a lot of pressure to pull your show.
You pulling our show?
From television?
We're sorry.
There is a pause.
Look, your suits. You sit there and make decisions in your suits. And you don't know what the people want, you know. The people, you suits.
Yeah, suits.
So does that change your mind?
No.
Exterior TV studio. Hans and Franz mill about outside the TV studio, dejected.
This phase of our lives is over. It's time to start from scratch.
Yeah, get in touch with our roots. Let's bring a snack.
Interior subway car. Later, Hans and Franz are in a modern subway car gnawing on a large ham. All right, so that is, it's the opening scene, Hans and Franz. Here's what I can recall. I had left Saturday Night Live,
Yes,
and
you
I
had.
was out in Los Angeles working on The Simpsons when Robert called me and said, let's
Yeah.
write the Hans and Franz movie.
Well, we had already been writing some of it, I think.
Yeah.
Me and Kevin.
We weren't going anywhere with it.
We
No.
did the first, a
Yeah.
lot of the
Did it
early
pass?
stuff. And I just said, I think it would be great to add Conan to the mix, especially and the second half with Arnold and stuff. There's so much great details that you added to this movie
Mhm.
that are so
But
funny.
he just wanted to keep
but-
using the names Homer and Bart and everything. That didn't go with our script.
That is not true.
It's not true.
That's a
But anyway,
falsehood.
what I remember is we all got together on a lot. Was it which lot was it?
It was Sony.
Yeah.
Was it Sony or
So we had an office, and
Yes.
what I remember most clearly is we would get there, Robert and I would get there, and Dana was pretty prompt. Kevin would usually show up just a little late, and at the time, you always had a giant shake of some kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
You
was
were-
Slim Fast.
It was Slim Fast,
Yeah.
and you were always sipping on this giant bottle like a baby.
Yeah. I'm still doing it today.
Yeah.
And he also, I remember, especially in the early stage, you always had these prepared food that was.
Yeah, there
like-
was a
Jenny
lot of-
Craig. That was Jenny Craig.
Jenny Craig.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you mixed Slim Fast with Jenny Craig.
Well, I
That could kill you.
Yeah,
I
it
did,
really
but
could.
also I had Weight Watchers in my freezer. So I did the three of those, and I gained so much weight.
Yeah.
You
like,
gained 60
sugar.
pounds.
Just like
Yeah.
a Mormon diet.
That's right.
Just-
That's right.
And
The Weight Watchers woman would come to my house
uh-huh.
because I would get the VIP treatment, and she didn't know I had Jenny Craig in the freezer, and I said I love Weight Watchers, and then I said I got to go to the bathroom. I go into my freezer, get a little Jenny Craig out, and then come back out.
I thought it was more like Chinese food and stuff. But didn't you have
No,
like
no, he
bowls
was-
of things?
I didn't know you guys
super
were
healthy.
keeping track of what I was eating
I'm
and how.
just saying,
This is the biggest memory of the whole script writing. It was
First of all,
Kevin's
let's
food.
backtrack. I was never a little late. I was the first one there with Smigel.
I don't remember him being a late type of person.
I don't even remember you two guys
I
writing.
just remember
on
him
this.
being a health freak.
Okay, now you've gone too far.
No, you have gone too far.
But I was always trying to get time off from The Simpsons. I remembered they would always keep that writer's room kind of late, and we would try and grab time on weekends. I would try and grab any time I could
Yeah.
to go off to Sony to work on this ridiculous,
Yes.
silly movie. And one of the things that a sensible person would have done if we had been sensible, because we're getting to Arnold Schwarzenegger, is to write a movie that maybe Arnold has a quick cameo in, because Arnold at the time was the biggest movie star in the world. What we did, what shocks me now upon rereading it, is I remembered Arnold was in it, but I forgot
how much he was
that
in
Arnold
is in
it more than anybody. and so we hung the entire project.
But didn't this kind of come from Arnold on some level? Like, I remember hearing this from you guys that Arnold wants to be.
Well, he was
in a
on
Hans and
at
Franz
least once
movie
or
with you.
twice. He was
Yeah.
on Hans and Franz on Saturday
Yes,
Night Live.
yes.
And loved it. There's reasons why it didn't work out. We can get to those later, I suppose. But he
that's
loved
why
it.
we thought he did want to have a major part.
And
in
at the
it.
time, he hadn't really done anything like this yet. And he was interested in it. And I remember that. And I remembered thinking, well, if Arnold, also the allure of if Arnold says yes, this is going to get made, so we can make this as silly as we want, because he's going to, if Arnold says yes, all the craziness is going to happen.
Exactly. And I have to admit that when Dana and Kevin first approached me with the idea of doing a Hans and Franz movie, my first reaction was, what a horrible idea, because they're such one-dimensional characters in theory. So my first thought was, well, what if we made it a musical? That'll kill 25 minutes.
Right.
That's less plot, and it's fun to see them sing.
Right.
And then these guys said, you guys had this idea that they're going to go to Hollywood and they're going to interact with Arnold. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, because then the second half of the movie can be almost like a parody of Arnold's life.
Right. And that was so much fun.
That was incredible.
We got
fun.
to create what we hoped Arnold's life was like in our cartoonish, childish brain.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we'll get to those scenes. I think the war
we're
room
coming
idea.
up on that.
That's a big, very heavily
And I
Conan
think Little
influenced.
Austria was really made me happy whenever that emerged.
Was that your idea, Little Austria? I love that idea.
The cable car going up there?
Yeah. That's a
But
scene.
seeing
We
their
might
place.
read that scene.
It was fun, though. It was fun to get together and work on this thing.
This was so much fun. Just because the characters are, it's like the way you guys say, when you would write these, you just can't stop laughing because they're just so high energy and so stupid at the same time.
Well, the rhythms are, you guys are trying to read the script, but you're not very successful, are you?
Conan, also, you remember that we wrote, I mean, we all did, but we wrote at that hotel in Santa Monica, that kind of retro place.
Yes, I remember that.
Because I have pictures of you. I sketched of you laying on the couch playing with your shoe.
Yeah, I used to take, when I was thinking, I used to take off
your wingtips.
I used to wear jeans with old wingtip shoes from like an Army Navy store.
Yeah.
And I would take off one of the shoes and just look at it when I was thinking. And you drew a sketch of it, which ended up in your book.
In my book called I Exaggerate, My Brushes with Fame. It's available wherever fantastic books are sold.
Yep. And that plug is the only reason Kevin agreed to come in.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.
We got it out of the way.
You took a long time to work up to it, then, bro.
All right, let's read to the next scene we're going to read, and we'll begin right now. Here we go. Okay, exterior highway day. Beauty shots of Hans and Franz riding their tandem bikes on the highway. A sign reads, Hollywood, 3,063 miles. They notice it and press on determinedly. Cross dissolve, Hans and Franz biking, grim-faced with passing road signs. Smithsonian Institute, Liberty Bell, Gettysburg Memorial. They ignore them and ride on. The next sign reads, Vienna Wonderland. They turn off the highway. Dissolve to exterior highway later. They are back on their tandem bike. Their knapsacks are stuffed with large, bulky, corny souvenirs.
Okay, what loser am I?
What century did you live in?
19.
How flabby were you?
I was 40 pounds overweight.
Louis Pasteur?
You're getting too good.
All right. What loser am I?
Were you pear-shaped or completely round?
God, I want to play that game. All right. Exterior small-town laundromat day. Hans and Franz pedal up to the entrance. Interior laundromat, same. Hans and Franz are in their long underwear, shoving their sweatsuits into a washing machine. A few nearby customers hold their nose. Cut to Hans and Franz later removing their sweatsuits from a dryer. They have shrunk noticeably.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
Yeah. This is not the proper size.
An older woman at the next dryer has noticed them.
That's what happens, these machines. You put your clothes in, you don't know what's coming out. They don't take care of these machines.
Yeah.
You're not going to get your money back, I'll tell you that. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, well, anyway, we should go. We're going to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Can't be any worse than this.
Highway later. Hans and Franz are now joined by the older woman on the tandem bike. There are now somehow 3 seats and 3 wheels. Interior truck stop diner later. Hans, Franz, and the older woman are seated in a booth ordering from a waitress.
Are any of these foods designed for building sheer mass?
Just what's on the menu, sir.
Okay, I'll have an anabolic amino schnitzel sandwich with extra egg yolk.
We don't serve that sandwich, sir. We have a tuna or chicken salad.
You're saying you don't make substitutions?
A huge truck driver with 2 of his buddies belly up to the counter next to Hans and Franz.
Lorraine, these characters giving you trouble?
I can handle it, boo.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah, boo. She can handle it too.
Yeah.
Good, because I wouldn't want to have to kick anyone's head in.
Keep your shirt on.
Yeah,
Boo.
don't. Yeah, boo.
Don't boo.
The boo boo. Yeah, no, don't take your shirt off or your belt because you might cause a flabberlanche.
I guess we should take this outside.
They get up to leave and start backing out of the diner.
I see. Yeah, very clever. We're going to pummel you and end up in jail. I don't think so.
Yeah, hasta la vista, babies. We're headed for Hollywood.
They are at the door, turning back.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, what now?
Did you say Hollywood?
Exterior highway. Hans, Franz, the older woman, and the 3 truck drivers are pedaling on the tandem bike, which now has 6 seats and 6 wheels. Okay, interior lair, twilight, music, impending doom. The lair's a cavernous dark room with a network of ramps leading to different levels. Rolf walks past the crew-cut, uniformly clad musclemen goons standing guard. He hits a control panel and turns in his swivel chair to face a large screen. Distorted colors on the screen vibrate from the disembodied voice of Mr. X, Rolf's mysterious leader. Lieutenant Rolf reporting to Mr. X.
How is the plan to kidnap girly man and convert them into muscle men proceeding?
You're a very slow talker.
Everything is in place.
Very well. Set the plan into motion. Remember, I want choice, girly man.
It shall be done.
And don't forget to hurt the environment.
I think I heard you correctly. You said, don't forget to hurt the environment.
I told you, the environment.
Wow, you're laying it on thick.
Hurt it.
All right.
Hurt the environment.
I won't.
You
I'll hurt
fool.
Rolf is petting a button marked Hurt Environment. He laughs villainously. Our 6 bikers, led by Hans and Franz, with passing highway signs. Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone National Park, Grand Canyon. A road sign with a picture of a large beer stein reads Stein Museum, featuring Hermann the German Glockenspiel. The bike turns up the freeway. Exterior, Stein Museum, day. Hans and Franz are exiting with their friends, all armed with new souvenirs and steins. They turn a corner and enter. Screening room, day. Interior, Roger Ebert. Let's just, there's some older references here.
Yeah.
Roger Ebert, famous movie reviewer, had a show.
Originally, it was Siskel and Ebert.
Siskel and Ebert.
We were going to do that.
Yeah. Roger Ebert is watching the Hans and Franz movie, taking notes. Hans, Franz, and their friends all enter.
How do you like it?
Holding up quite well, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not much has really happened yet.
Didn't think 2 sketch characters could sustain this long, did you?
Ebert shrugs.
This is Vanda?
Right. I saw.
Yeah, the Blake, Colin, and Sam.
How you doing?
I really should get back to.
Yeah, what part are you up to?
Angle on the screen. Ebert is up to the beginning of this scene with Hans and Franz entering and asking him questions. Angle on Hans and Franz watching the scene with interest.
Oh yeah, this is the good part right here.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, this is very enjoyable.
Yeah, all right, everyone. Let's leave him alone.
Yeah, let's go.
They noisily exit. Ebert sighs, then looks to camera.
It is good.
Oh, man. Good Lord, that is
Good
low. Exterior highway later, the tandem bike rolls along. It now carries 10 people, including a businessman, a 10-year-old girl, and the cartoon-headed mascot from the Stein Museum. Dissolved to the tandem bike approaching a sign reading entering Hollywood. Hans removes a large pin from behind his seat, disengaging Hans and Franz from the rest of the tandem bike, which splits into 8 different unicycles. The others disperse, expertly pedaling in different directions.
Goodbye.
Take care. Hans and Franz wave once more, then triumphantly ride past the sign. Wow. Okay. All right. That is now Hans and Franz have arrived in Hollywood. That seems as good a place as any to stop. I completely forgot, because I really liked it. Now it was a nice surprise. I completely forgot that they visit Ebert, who's reviewing.
This is like my favorite
reviewing
thing.
the movie as it's happening.
Yeah.
And
This is, I guess,
I forgot that until I looked at the script again.
I always love the unicycle thing where they keep taking more and more people on the tandem bike.
This part of the movie was very Pee-wee
Yes.
Big Adventure
Yeah.
influenced.
Yeah.
And then the second half, I think, is more Simpsons-y.
Yes.
Where it becomes a parody of Hollywood. But what's funny about the way you guys edited this, talk about old references. So that scene in the diner was like a parody of the famous, it was meant to be a parody of the famous scene in 5 Easy Pieces
Yes.
where Jack Nicholson wants a certain kind of sandwich and
I
they
think
say no
chicken salad.
substitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to take the bread and I want you to substitute the anabolic steroid or whatever it was.
Hold it between your knees, I think was the famous.
Yeah, and that was in there too. I want you to hold it. But it's just so funny. That's how old that reference is that even your guys didn't pick up on it, that it was a 5 Easy Pieces.
A movie from 1973 with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
There's also some Charlie Chaplin things you cut out.
Yeah, that's true.
Every day starts with me telling my staff who I am. I had a late night show in the 90s.
But you know, when we're reading this, I could just picture it. Like when we were writing it, it's almost like you could visualize the movie done already.
Mm-hmm.
Like picking that little pin up and letting the unicycles go, you know? If I was a director, I'd have a close up on that.
I do think that's great that it's funny with the sound off. I mean, I think that was probably all intentional, obviously, because our voices of droning and braggadocio is one lane, but then all these physical gigs.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
very
glad
happy.
that you reminded me, Dana, you brought up a really good point, which is Hans and Franz do a lot of boasting and a lot of flexing and a lot of talking about how they're going to twist the flab around you. But when confronted by a trucker who's saying, hey, is this guy giving you a problem? You guys are in his face, and the minute he suggests a fight, you want no part of it.
Yeah, nice try. We put you in the hospital. I give you kudos. I give you kudos for your attempt.
Do you know why you're here now in this scene? Because we wrote the scene for you. Don't press your luck, my friend.
Yeah.
Press 20 pounds, maybe.
If you threaten us, we could threaten you back and then walk away all pumped up.
Hear
and
me
you have to
now.
look at our muscular buttocks as they recede in the distance.
I go open up the back doors of your truck, and believe me, fat would come rolling out with lard. That's right.
Instead
Believe
of a
me.
trucker's hat, you should wear a fatty hat. Because you're fat, right, Franz?
Oh, is that Hans not getting off a good one and he's unsure of himself?
Just second guessing. Franz is his leader.
All we did was scratch the surface here. This was our first episode. You've got to stick around because in the next episode, Arnold Schwarzenegger himself enters the scene. Of course, he ended up not doing the movie.
I know this is hackney, but I would not want to miss the next episode.
No.
Can I just tell you, when Arnold Schwarzenegger came to SNL to be in the first sketch with us?
I remember that, yeah.
First of all, we couldn't believe he wanted to do it because basically we were making fun of him.
Yeah.
And then we realized he's coming on the show to kill us. And he came and got us that day.
Yeah.
And we were on the set and they brought us to his dressing room and his name was on the door and it was so long it went onto the wall a little bit, you know?
Uh-huh.
And we opened the doors full of cigar smoke. Remember that, Dave?
Oh, yeah. He's in a lounge chair. He's got a big cigar.
One cigar in one hand, the script we wrote from the other, and he looks through the cigar smoke to us, and he goes, "Hello, fellas. Now, how am I supposed to do the accent?"
Yeah.
Right then, we knew he was cool.
Yeah. Because he's, like I said, Arnold is very pragmatic. Yeah. The more they doing me on the show, and that it makes it
Right.
better that I can laugh at myself. Other actors are very serious, but they see the joy and the comedy. It opens up a whole new world for me.
Yes. He was,
Yeah.
well, and he went on to be a governor. He had political instincts.
That's
And he
true.
used a lot of the Hans and Franz references too. He did.
He did. Yeah. Got in trouble for it. Too.
New York Times wanted to interview me. I was on a camping trip, and they said, "What does girly man mean? What are you trying to say?" It's like,
I mean, they became such a big part of pop culture. Even the astronauts on the shuttle were doing, "Want the pump you up."
oh, in gyms everywhere. Don't be a girly man. Don't be a
No,
girly
I mean,
man.
even in Argentina, and some of the horses were doing it, and mules were doing
All right, I'm going to break it
impressions.
off there. Kevin's
Yeah, I
going on
remember
one of
that.
his famous, and he's holding an axe. What's that one
Eli
called?
Roth's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, and then it's like there are no leftovers.
Oh.
And I'm like,
fantastic.
which I thought was fantastic. And then I noticed, oh, wait a minute, the last couple of years in a row, there's been, I mean, I guess there's like a Silent Night, Deadly Night, and
Yeah.
Black
you know,
Christmas, one of the best horror movies of all time.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it really is.
I
I
get
really
scared.
love horror movies. But the thing that's kind of blowing my mind is how horror has become this almost like, well, it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
And that used to mean put up the tree, put out the bells. Now it means release your horror films where Santa comes down the chimney with a scythe
Yeah.
and lops everyone's heads off.
Hey, I know it did used to be like Jingle All the Way's coming out. Now
Yeah.
it's like it's all. I think it used to be Halloween was horror. Now it's just October, November, and December. It's
Yeah.
just horror movies.
Yeah. And it's not, probably keep going. They're just going to be like Mother's Day. Do you know what I mean?
There's basically a horror movie for every holiday. There's
Yeah.
April Fool's, New Year's Evil, Leprechaun. It's like its own subgenre.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'm down for it. I have not seen a lot of the Christmas horror ones, but I'm game to give them a try.
Black Christmas.
And have you heard anything about this Thanksgiving one? I want to see that.
I've heard it's great. I also know that it's based on just a fake trailer for the Grindhouse Tarantino
Oh,
movie.
okay, fantastic.
And 15, 16 years later, he decided to actually make it because Eli Roth made the trailer and he's like, well, he's had that idea since he was a kid. He's going to make
Might
the
as well
film.
make it.
Might
Yeah.
as well make it.
Hey, David Hopping was supposed to bring us in some coffee for this discussion. Does anybody see him?
I asked actually for which I don't do often, I asked for a latte.
Uh-huh.
And in his Hopping-esque way, he said he'd do it. And he's always, I have to say this about David. He took over kind of for you, Sona, when you
Yes.
became like a big star and then
Oh.
had kids and everything and wrote a book
Okay.
and
Mhm.
started touring with us and have your own fan club and big
That's-
house and stuff.
Big
Anyway,
house.
yeah, it's a pretty nice house.
That's
Anyway,
Do you want me to say thank you? Because you listed
little
it.
late.
okay.
Little late.
Oh, okay.
Too late. Too
Yeah,
late.
yeah,
But
yeah.
my point is, you used to take your time and I wouldn't be suspicious at all.
Oh.
David,
Oh.
I asked him to get me a latte, and then I think you guys put in coffee orders, and that was like 40 minutes ago, and it hasn't happened yet. And that's weird. When you wouldn't show up, I'm like, she's fine.
Oh, okay.
But when David doesn't show up, it's weird.
Oh, he's so great.
Well, he is.
David is just,
Hello, Conan and the Chill Chums. Stupid name. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Every day, I come into this office, and what do I see? Conan, Conan, Conan. Everywhere I look, it's a picture of Conan. It's disgusting. So guess what? I've kidnapped your precious assistant, David Hopping. You have 1 hour. If every photo of your face isn't taken off the wall, you'll never see your precious David Hopping ever again.
oh, no.
I'll be in touch.
Jesus, that was a. First of all, I don't know. Eduardo, do you know how that got patched in?
No idea.
Okay, I have a couple of comments quickly. I know David's not a good actor, and he does seem to be in some peril there
Yeah.
because I know
Yeah.
he can't fake it. The other thing is, that's a fucking good headshot of me.
Okay.
I easily look 20 years younger than I really am.
Okay.
And so I don't know what this guy's gripe is.
Here's the thing, though. If the thing is removing your photo, everybody in this building can be a suspect.
Okay, that's okay.
That's
So-
true.
And we're even suspects.
So am I to
And we're
understand?
here.
Am I to understand now? And I have great yes and skills from years of improv. Am I to understand that David Hopping has been kidnapped and tied up the way a damsel in distress was in like a 1921?
Was there a choo-choo train coming down that
Yeah,
track?
choo-choo train's coming to get him. But anyway, in a very caricatured, stupid way, David's been kidnapped And if I don't take down all the pictures of me, first of all, that would take a while.
Yes,
Okay,
there
yes.
are a lot.
There's
and
a
also, you know
lot.
what? They're not just hung up on the wall. Those things, I make sure those are secured very
Why didn't
carefully.
you
They're
just put
part
up
of the
Conan face wallpaper? 'Cause that's essentially what's out there.
Because it was ordered 2 years ago, but the dye they use in Sweden takes a long time.
Oh,
It's
that's
coming.
I've just
expensive.
been handed this thing. Now, we three were sort of like innocent bystanders in this whole thing.
Oh.
I've been handed this. We have to question people. There are suspects in this building. We have to find out who did this.
Oh, I like that we're not even pretending that. Why don't we just go take down the pictures of Conan and save David's life?
Well, we know you're not going to do that.
No, well, I'm not going to do it. We just blew right past that. Well, Conan's not going to take. So I guess we should try and solve the case on our own.
I don't think there's
And
any
you know
way.
what? At no point did this villain, who clearly is working off of 1920s imagery of kidnapping, this villain never said, "Don't call the cops."
Right.
Usually there's a reason why we can't call the cops.
That's right.
Or we can't contact the FBI.
Should we just call the cops?
I think we should.
Well, I think the cops would just be like, just take down the photos of you.
Oh yeah, fuck that. That's not going to happen.
Well,
we're not doing
Two
that.
reasons we can't. Because number one, you can't give in to kidnappers, terrorists, because it sends a bad sign that anyone could hold you hostage on any given day.
You're right.
That's true.
For number two, we know you're not going to take down pictures of yourself.
Right.
If
Right.
anything, you're going to put up more to spite
Yeah.
the kidnapper.
Could we do
Yeah.
a trade? Could we trade you for
Oh,
David?
yeah.
Could we do a swap?
Well, okay. I mean, I guess it depends on where I'm being taken. Did he threaten to kill David? Is that what he said, or just take David maybe to a better job?
Oh, there's no motivation.
You know what I
there.
love?
Oh my God, can you kidnap me, kidnapper?
Me too.
You know what I love?
Me too.
This kidnapper has really sloppy. This kidnapper's very sloppy and very vague about, and you won't see her hopping again, which probably means he'll get a really good job at Amazon.
Yeah.
And he'll move quickly up the ladder.
Yeah.
And then, okay, we don't see him again because he's way richer than we are. My guess is for this to be a good podcast, we should probably try and solve the crime ourselves.
I think
Because
you're right.
I think if we just listen to me place a call to the FBI, and then
I want to listen to that.
yeah, and then watch them show up and probably search the building for maybe 30 seconds and
Yeah.
find a very pale guy
Yeah.
from Southern Illinois comically tied to a chair.
I mean, I have some ideas from where that thing was filmed, where David is currently being hidden.
I know. It looked very
This
familiar.
is not a large building.
No.
It's not a large building.
Nonetheless, I'm told we need to figure out motive, means, and opportunity. So, Eduardo, if you wouldn't mind being the first
you'll be the
suspect
first,
to
Eduardo.
hit the suspect chair. Eduardo.
Motive means opportunity.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and I also have something else I have to read here. Act 1, the motive. In this act, you will only be able to question suspects about who they think had a reason for hopping getting nabbed. About who they think had a reason. Okay.
Okay.
Who has a. In this act, you will only be able to. In this act, you will only.
Wow, Matt. Wow. Wow.
I did it.
Yeah. Also kidnapped your ability to speak. Gotta keep that in now. Gotta keep it in. Gotta keep it in, or you'll never see hopping again. If your flubs aren't left in, you'll never see hopping again. Nixon did it.
Hello, Conan and the Chill Chums. Earlier today, David Hopping went out to get Conan's coffee and never came back. He's been kidnapped. It's your job to figure out who the kidnapper is and save Hopping before he uses up all the air in the room and time runs out. Welcome to The Happening.
Wow, that's a good. You know what? I think they worked backwards from his last name.
Yeah.
That's my first clue.
Yeah.
I think whoever thought of this is so lazy.
Yeah.
They thought happening. Oh, let's do a horror thing.
Well, there's also a reason this isn't called the movsesian.
Yeah. The movsesian.
Here are your suspects.
Okay.
Chills, Eduardo, Lisa, Maddie, Ruthie, and Sam.
Wow.
To solve this mystery, you must question these suspects to figure out three things.
Oh my God.
Who had the motive, the means, and the opportunity to kidnap Hopping?
Okay.
Number 1, motive. Who has a grudge against Hopping? Or who would benefit from Hopping being kidnapped? Number 2, means. Who has the skills necessary to kidnap Hopping? Or who has the tools?
He can't put up
no.
that much of a fight.
No, he's about as strong as a stalk of rye.
Or who has the tools or access to the tools to do such a thing? And finally, opportunity. Who had the chance or the time during the day to enact such a devious plan? There is only one person who has all three, and this person is your kidnapper.
Okay, can I say one thing? One of the problems with opportunity is no one here seems to do much.
Oh.
And I'm serious. A lot of people here just seem to screw around.
This is your company.
I know, but the fish stinks from the head. And so I'm just saying, opportunity. Who slipped out without punching their time card at the Larchmont offices of Team Coco? But anyway, let's get into it. We're sitting with us now is
Okay,
Eduardo.
hold on.
Oh, there's
just
more?
a little bit more. I'm
God,
told.
whoever organized this is really just a pain in the ass.
In this act, you will only be able to question suspects about who they think had a reason for hopping getting nabbed, who has a grudge against hopping, or who would benefit from hopping being kidnapped. In the first video, the clues you learned were the kidnapper was throwing paper balls at hopping. There were travel books for Norway and Thailand stacked up in the back.
Is it okay if I start now, or are there 7 more pages of shit to read?
Are we good? Is that all we have? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, clearly someone had a lot of extra time. Okay, Eduardo, full name, please.
Eduardo Perez.
Okay, and where were you born?
Eduardo Perez.
Excuse me. Say it after me. Eduardo Perez.
Eduardo Perez.
You got it. Very good. Eduardo, in de qué país? Well, I'll use English because I think we have other people listening.
Thank you.
Eduardo, first of all, I want to start by complimenting you. You are ingenious. You built this beautiful sound booth that we use, this studio. I don't know. I got to tell you right away. I mean, this is a very talented man.
This is a hell of an interrogation.
I know. What are you doing?
It's called Good Cop, Good Cop.
Oh.
Okay.
This cop's going to leave soon, and then another cop's going to come by and tell him how handsome he is. It really... Here he comes. You're a good-looking fella.
Hey.
And then my partner tells me you're also very talented and that you built this whole place.
That's true.
Who do you think did it?
I'll tell you for sure, first off, just to get this out of the way, I didn't do it.
Oh.
Secondly...
Good enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm eliminating you as a suspect.
Great.
No.
Great.
Yeah.
Just to get it out of the way. Secondly, you know, it pains me, as we know, snitches get stitches.
Yes.
So this is not easy for me to do.
Yeah, but you're saying it very readily, so go ahead.
Especially
Not
sitting
that hard.
here.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat the 6 suspects?
Oh my God.
Chills, Eduardo, Lisa, Maddie, Ruthie, and Sam.
Okay.
These are, by the way, to the listeners, all people that work in the building.
Right.
Well,
okay. So
kind of work sometimes.
I do think Maddie, as talented as she is, I don't know if you guys are aware, but she's dabbled in, and more than dabbled in, stand-up comedy.
Yes.
Maddie's
What did you guys write down?
Oh, I wrote down, I know who it is now.
And every now and then she's kind of filled in for David-like task.
Yeah.
I've noticed, you know, when you need water or stuff like that before an interview.
Right.
So I would believe maybe next step up, she could fill in
This is
David
interesting to me. This is interesting to me because, yes, so she interfaces with talent a lot.
all the time.
She's the one who, when talent comes in to do the podcast, she takes care of them. She gets them into the building. So she has a great awareness of the facility.
Right.
Which I don't. I just go right to my office.
That's exactly right.
And I hear what you're saying. I could see her thinking, wait a minute, if I get hopping out of the way, I slide into that position, then I become Conan's assistant. We all know what happened when Sona was my assistant.
Boom.
She became a star.
Boom.
And then Maddie becomes a star.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
That's very
Here's
interesting.
my question.
Yeah.
What do you think about all the photos of Conan in the building? Aren't there a lot?
I could care less.
Okay.
I'm in the room with this guy all the time.
Interesting.
Assaulted visually when you walk in from both sides of the hallway. It's like running through that scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark where darts are shooting at you from
No,
both
I
sides.
put my head down and come straight into this room.
But
so
there's a wall-size photo of him as a Viking.
There is one.
Yes.
You're right.
Right when you come in.
Right when you come in.
I personally thought that's a cool-looking photo, so I
Thank you.
have no problem.
Okay,
Eduardo,
I have
just
a
one last quick
concern.
question.
Yeah.
Should I get lip fillers? I have very
Oh
thin
my
lips.
You know,
God.
now that I'm
Oh my
sitting,
God.
now that I'm
They're
sitting
very
this
thin.
close,
They're
to
very
you,
thin lips.
I could see that.
Also, I've got beady little eyes that I think have hampered my film career. I have beady little suspicious, creepy
You are the
eyes.
worst investigator.
Yeah.
All you're doing is complimenting him. You are terrible.
Also,
Thank
can
you,
I just say
Eduardo.
one thing?
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Very handsome, and you do an amazing
Thank
job
you.
here.
Thank you
And
very
here's my
much.
partner to really rough you up.
Okay, great.
You are fantastic.
Oh my God.
And
Both these
just-
guys suck.
You're lovely.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You crossed out his name and then you starred next to Maddie.
Yeah,
Just
I think it's
based
Maddie.
off of what he said.
Anytime,
Well,
guys.
can I
I'm
just say
here
something?
anytime.
I am easily swayed. So right now, I'm quite certain it's Maddie. And also, you actually really work here.
I do.
And a lot of people don't, but every time I come in this building, you are hard at work.
Thank you.
This guy does not have the opportunity.
Right. I have a slight concern about Maddie, though. One of the clues was the travel books to Thailand and Norway. She didn't go to Thailand and Norway.
That doesn't mean the person had to go to Thailand.
I know. I'm just saying, but that's a clue. Who here did? Chills?
Chills went.
The only other person, by the way, see.
Ruthie?
No.
No.
Sam? Maddie?
No.
Lisa?
No.
Only Chills, right?
No, but this is the thing. You got to be careful. You have to just be very careful about this because we'll work our way through the investigation. You may be jumping ahead.
Why are you getting so serious?
Because
I know you were just complimenting one of the suspects for like 40 minutes.
You said you got to be careful like I insulted your children.
You
I'm
asked
just
him if
putting
you,
a clue down.
You asked him if you need lip fillers.
Yeah.
That is not doing a good job
You got to be very careful
investigating.
about this.
Yeah.
I hate that you jumped ahead and started making assumptions when we don't have all the facts yet. I take this very seriously.
I'm not making assumptions.
And I'll tell you something else. I take the fact that I might need lip fillers seriously. It's always bothered me that I have no lips. I'm like a Muppet. And I think that's hurt me.
David could be getting murdered right now, and you're talking about lip fillers in your eyes.
We got to move on. Thank you, Eduardo.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Anytime.
I'm. You know what? It's interesting. He passed the blame on to
Okay,
somebody
here we
else.
go.
Don't leave the state.
Yeah.
Do not leave
You
the
stay
state.
nearby.
what?
Oh,
I'm
actually,
moving
you
right
have
know what?
to stay right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a nice walk, too.
Oh my God, Conan, you can't treat the suspects
You know what? He's
this
as
way.
nice walking away as he is coming towards you. You know, he's a
Oh
good-looking
my
fella.
God.
I'm just
Oh my
saying.
God.
Okay.
All right.
Why don't
God,
I
I
bring
love
someone
Eduardo.
else in for this first act? Who do you want to bring in next?
Let's bring in Lisa because I have some questions about her. Lisa, and I'm just going to say this to our listeners so they're aware. Lisa Blair, hello, is the sister of Aaron, and they've both worked for me for many years. So let's get her in here. Oh, hello, Lisa.
Now,
Hi,
Berm.
Lisa.
She's married now. Okay.
I know, but what I'm saying is
Yeah.
I'm telling them that she's related to Blair, and
Yeah.
also I only use maiden names.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I still call my mother Mrs. Reardon. Lisa, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, listeners, this is Lisa. And Lisa, you have worked for me for how many years?
I think 20.
20 years. And in that time, your main responsibility has been to get audiences for me.
Yes, I was the audience coordinator for a very long time.
For many, many years. Is it tough to get people to come and listen to me?
Oh my God, Conan.
Jesus.
Oh God.
No, they come in droves. I had to beat them off with a stick, basically.
Okay. But like,
because like a murder?
No,
Or a
that's
kidnapping?
interesting. You just said when
no.
approached by people, you swing a stick.
No, I'm very friendly, and my customer service skills.
But you're saying
are
the Conan
epic.
ticket, even at my advanced age, is still a hot ticket.
It is a hot ticket.
Very good. Okay, I just wanted to establish that. That could help us with the crime.
Not at all. Doesn't help us at all.
No.
You
Does
get really good
nothing.
laughers too. It's terrific. Sometimes
my
I feel
God.
like the better people are in the back. Can you get them to the front?
Oh my God.
Hopping has got plenty. First of all,
David is dying
No,
right
He's
now.
running out of air.
you know what? Can I
Yes.
say something?
Yes.
I know this building well.
You
You
said
know
you
how well.
didn't.
You know how well this building would have to be built for any room to be airtight.
You don't
There's
know.
plenty of air
They
getting in.
probably put a towel underneath the door.
Oh shit! I didn't think of that. Okay, so Lisa, some questions. Hopping is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I've heard. I'm really sad. I hope he's okay.
Sure. Me too. I might. No, whatever. I don't know. I tell.
Whatever.
Well, I'm just saying. I tell Jeff Ross, Hopping's gone, and you guys are like Dixie cups. You pull one, and another one drops down. I've had 55 assistants. So whatever. Okay. Oh no. I might have to ask Jeff to make sure someone else is here from the Midwest tomorrow to get my coffee.
Oh my God.
Who also doesn't know what a Tesla is. Oh, I'm really fucked. So anyway, Lisa, it's probably, I mean, he knows my PayPal and stuff, so it's good. Let's try and save
He knows
it.
my PayPal.
He knows how to use, I don't know how to use these things, and he knows how to do
Why
it.
do you have a PayPal?
Oh my.
You don't
what
want
do
to know.
mean? You need
Everyone needs
should have a
PayPal.
Conan O'Brien, what do you, I mean?
I love
gotta
PayPal.
PayPal it up.
You got to PayPal it up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how,
Go to
by the way,
PayPal
that's how
town.
you're paid for this podcast. Have you noticed?
No, I haven't gotten a dime.
Well, I didn't say I was good at it.
We've accomplished nothing.
Listen.
My paper is completely blank.
Lisa,
Yes.
I got to get to it.
Okay.
Who do you think committed this crime?
I really think two people could have done it, not
Okay.
together, but just suspiciously.
You have two people who
Two
on their suspect
suspects.
list. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm sorry, Eduardo, but I just see how Conan treats you. And like everybody talks about in the office, they just say that like he doesn't respect you and he like
What?
throws stuff at you all the time.
I said that stuff behind his back.
Yeah.
The whole point is to be nice to him to
Throw
his face.
stuff.
He
Throw
does.
stuff.
He does throw
The
stuff.
kidnapper was throwing stuff at Hopping. That could be kind of a
Oh,
revenge.
wait a minute. You know what's interesting?
What?
You bring up a really good point.
Oh,
which is
now
what
I'm
do-
not jumping ahead?
Paper.
Yeah, before you were.
Okay.
Before you, I mean, that was criminal what you did before.
Okay.
And I'm surprised you still have your
Crumpled.
badge. Go ahead with the paper thing. Tell them
Well, one of the things we learned from the clue in the video is that the kidnapper was throwing paper balls at Hopping.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
Yeah.
you do that to both Blay and Eduardo.
So Conan's
I-
a suspect.
Maybe
Listen,
Eduardo.
no, if I were involved, Hopping would be dead.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be kidnapped. I'd just kill him right away. I wouldn't. Do you know the time it takes to tie someone up? Even someone that weak? No, what I do is when we read ads, I crumple up the papers afterwards, and then I don't know if you can see, but I fire them at Eduardo or Blay, and then
Interesting.
Eduardo is often protected by his computer screen, which really enrages me. I want to actually get a new kind of computer that has a big hole in the middle. Anyway, so I can hit him in the chest. That's interesting. So you're thinking,
I think it's either Eduardo or maybe Chills.
Why Chills?
Well, I've worked on the show forever, and I used to even share an office with Chills, and I just know he loves chaos. Like,
he does.
he does.
he's an
like,
agent of chaos. Yeah.
And I just think like, what a better way to cause chaos than to take away Hopping? I
Yeah.
mean,
But I mean, don't you kind of get sick of Conan after a while? Like you used to walk by so many pictures of him. All the fans were like, Conan, Conan, Conan. Doesn't it make you sick?
no, you know what? It's like I've worked for Conan for so long, and my brother works on the show. Like I feel like I'm family. Like
You are family.
So it's
Wow.
like walking into like my house. you
Okay,
know?
this
Like,
is the
it's
lady
just
don't protest too
comforting.
much. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
It's a
know.
lot of Conan.
It's like a warm hug.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something else. First of all, I feel that's how everyone feels. And these
Okay.
two are
That's
outliers.
Just
Nope, not at all.
absolutely not.
Not
And
at
then
all.
Just happened to lie.
I don't think it's Lisa because she gets my audiences, and that is a sacred trust. I need good
true.
audiences, and
It's
you've
true.
been handling that for years. So I don't
she
think
could
you
have
would.
snapped. Sorry.
Yeah. She could have.
She could have snapped.
That's true. I guess she could have a mental break.
Yeah. I'm about there.
Yeah. It happens to
Um,
everybody who works here.
So you think Chills? Well, obviously Chills goes on the travel shows, and he has 2 travel books. Throwing the papers takes me more to Eduardo,
Mhm.
and maybe the books are there to throw me off, or maybe the papers are there to throw me off.
Any last questions for Lisa?
Is there a way that we could get just people that never stop laughing?
Oh my
This is
God.
They
oh
only-
my God.
Thank you very
Like,
much.
I'll
Lisa.
work on it. I'll work
Thank
on it.
you.
Even during the setups
You
to
are the
jokes, they're
worst.
laughing.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Thank
God,
you.
she's fantastic. Uh-oh.
Tick tock, tick tock. Time's a wasting, gang, and I don't see any photos being taken off the wall. I'd ask David to do it, but he's a little tied up right now. Sorry, just some kidnapper humor. Conan, I think it's time to light a little fire under that flat Irish ass. Guess what I found on Hopping? Your special cream. That's right. If you don't take those pictures of your face off the wall, not only are you never seeing Hopping again, but you're never going to see your cream again. And I know you're not going to ask for it yourself. Take the pictures down. I'll be in touch.
Again, that video ended with the headshot. That's a great headshot.
Oh, I thought
are
that was like
missing
in
the
The
point.
Exorcist when they flashed the demon Pazuzu on the screen for a split second.
I didn't go there. I just went to that guy has aged. First of all, it's an old photo, but man, it looks good.
I saw a lot of merch in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Ruthie's territory.
Conan at the Apollo.
Yeah, there's merch. That's
Yeah.
Ruthie.
That was merch.
Is it also worth noting that David's tied up in XLR audio cables?
Very good. Yeah.
But can I say something again that to me that eliminates Eduardo completely because he knows that XLR cable, if you tie it up like that,
Uh-huh.
you can damage it.
Right.
I mean, right? We're talking
Correct.
about we're-
If I were to tie somebody up, it wouldn't be like that with
No,
an
no, this
XLR
is I mean
cable.
this
Someone
like
would-
a true
he's like
someone who would
he is
kidnap
he
us.
is like a fine chef who then is killing people with his best cut of veal. No, he's not going to do that. He's not going to waste that. Eduardo, it's not you.
Thank you.
That's interesting, actually, because I was just handed this card. Thank you, Blay. Here are the things that we were supposed to look out for there. Hopping was being kept near a pile of merch.
Mhm.
Hopping was tied up with audio cables. Who has access to the audio cabinet?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know. I mean, that's
Eduardo
too obvious.
does.
Eduardo does, but no, it's not Eduardo.
You can't say it's not
Yeah.
Eduardo just because you like Eduardo.
Yeah, he's very talented, and he's quite good looking.
Oh my God,
Those-
Conan,
people
you're
like
just
that don't
so
need to
bad at
kill.
this.
Okay, let's bring in our next subject.
I still think Bundy's innocent. That was a good-looking guy.
No, Conan, no.
That guy cleaned up real nice. You ever see him in a polo shirt?
I mean,
I saw Son of Sam once had a tuxedo. Fucking guy looked amazing. I'm just saying they should relook at the evidence. These might be innocent people.
oh boy. Who are we calling next?
Well, I guess it's time to talk to Maddie.
Maddie, please come in.
Let's get Maddie to come in. I know who I'm taking off my list. I've already taken up.
You've already eliminated someone?
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Oh,
I work really quickly and I eliminate most people.
Yeah.
Just on. Here she
Hi,
is.
Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
Excuse me. I'll run this interrogation.
Oh, but you're really bad at it.
Quiet, please.
Okay.
Okay. Maddie, are you a fan of my work?
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
Are you a fan?
We'll remind you you're under oth.
Yeah.
I am under oath. Honestly, I am a fan.
Okay. All right. I
Conan.
love the kind of qualified.
Guilty.
A true sociopath. No. I should get to more important matters. Lip filler from me. My
Oh
lips.
my God.
Okay. No, I'm sure we'll get into it. You've heard Hopping's missing. He's somewhere in this very small building, but we don't have the energy to leave the building and find him quickly. So we're going to play this out because maybe we can monetize it. Jam some ads in here. But that's not the point. A man's life is at stake.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie, who do you think is responsible?
You know, I don't know anything about cables or audio equipment. I don't associate myself with that. I work with my people, celebrities, and
And aren't we amazing people, celebrities?
I'm a huge fan of Stephen Wright and Taylor Tomlinson, Bill Hader. It's been a true pleasure to work with them.
Wow.
Innocent.
Yes.
But you know who does know where all of the audio equipment is Eduardo.
Yeah.
He seems to love working with that
second
gross
finger
stuff.
pointed.
Second finger.
Well, now that makes me suspicious.
You're now suspicious of Eduardo?
No, I think it's too many people pointing fingers at Eduardo.
Exactly. And when too many fingers go towards Eduardo, I start to think, Maddie, you've been accused. You've been accused because it's no secret that you are a very talented person. You're funny. You're pursuing a possible career in the comedic arts.
That is correct.
And you might see an opportunity, say something were to happen to Hopping. Let's say he's comedically tied up and then suffocates in a room that has plenty of air. In a very small recording studio where he's probably feet from us. But that's not the point.
Might even be this room.
Might be in the corner.
I have to. I have to make sure I don't avert my gaze or turn my neck slightly because I might see him and be able to rescue him. But that's not the point. The point is, you really stand to gain if something happens to Hopping and you slide into that position. You could be the next Sona, and that's about as big a star as anyone can be.
Okay.
I mean, a New York Times #1 selling seller book.
That is true. And by the way, Sona, it is my mom's favorite book. You should know.
Oh, thank you so
It is
much.
true.
Yeah,
It is
next
true.
to Scientology.
But you've seen us interact with each other. You've seen. I mean, I worked for many, many years.
Yes.
Is there anything about this job that seems even slightly appealing to you?
Well,
you could be honest.
I mean, listen, am I jealous of the social media following and fan base that you and David have seemed to have garnered from getting Conan to do funny bits with you that could possibly get me a career in comedy that would make me more successful and hotter than Matt Rife?
Oh, wow.
I'm so.
Are you aware you're crying right now? Are you aware you're crying?
No, really, I'm so happy.
Oh look,
for
there's
both of
there's
you.
blood. There's blood in the tears. There's absolute blood in the tears.
I'm so happy. I've never been happier in my entire life for anyone.
Wow.
Motive. Underline.
Yeah, there's a motive here. I'm sorry, Maddie, but even you have to admit there's a motive here.
Fame.
You know?
What?
Underline.
No. You want fame? I mean, listen, you just performed very poorly on the witness stand. You just pretty much sealed your fate. I mean,
But
you've
you
got
said
it
I'm
all.
so talented.
Yeah, but then you went
very
on and on about Matt Rife, and so
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. These young people, I got to kill them in the crib. You know,
What?
I can't let them.
Me? Wait,
You
in the suspect
What?
seat.
Any younger comedian who's really good and successful and moving up quickly, I need to squash that shit now. So that was a mistake.
Well,
Even I consider, even Hader, I should have knocked him out of the box a long time ago.
Oh.
He's gotten too big. Anyway,
He's great.
Listen.
I wouldn't mind some photos of him up in the building.
Me too.
Great.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
Yeah, I don't know. There aren't too many photos of him. Never quite made it. Hader.
He's very famous.
Not
Done
sure.
Really, really well for himself.
Never really
Yeah.
done much after SNL.
My
I mean,
hero,
Very,
honestly, who I
yeah.
modeled my comedy career after.
What's
would
Barry? I don't even know what
love
Barry is.
To work
What's-
for him. It's Emmy-nominated show that he had on HBO. It's
Is his
really
assistant
good.
feeling
what's-
okay?
I don't know. We should check on his assistant. I mean,
Maddie, you seem extremely guilty.
I like your gummy bear earrings.
I know, I do
Yeah.
too.
Thank you, Matt Gourley.
You're lucky that Sona didn't just swallow one of those. Okay, thank you so much, Maddie, for your time.
You're very
Appreciate it. Maybe there's going to be another spooky video soon, or maybe. Oh no!
Conan. Hi. It's me,
Selfie.
David Hopping,
He can't act.
your assistant. I did manage to escape. I'm really proud of myself about that. I'm usually not good at that kind of thing, but I did manage to escape. But I cannot get out of this room. I know that whenever you hired me, you said you hate it whenever your assistants get kidnapped, and I'm really sorry that I feel like I let you down. No, I did not get a good look at the kidnapper. 1 minute I'm outside walking, I have your coffee, double shot latte, just how you like it. And then all of a sudden, bam, I get hit in the head and I'm out cold. Now, listen. The kidnapper must have been someone that can leave the office during the day, and then they also must be really sneaky, because I heard nothing. They must walk so quietly. And when I woke up, I was in this room right here. I was still being tied up, and here's the weird thing. This kidnapper had really strong hands. And Conan, one more thing. They have your special cream. The one that you told me not to. Oh, they're coming back. I have to go.
Wow. Okay. Well, we do
That
need to get him an acting coach.
Was amazing.
Um,
Why did the kidnapper leave him with his cell phone? And
Well,
why
first of
didn't he
all-
call the police?
I thought the cell phone is the kidnapper's VHS camera.
The kidnapper blows. I mean, let's
Oh.
just
Yeah,
get
for
right
sure.
to the chase.
For sure.
This is a terrible kidnapper. I wish all kidnappers were this bad, because then there'd be no kidnappings.
Here are the clues. The kidnapper was able to leave work during the day.
During day.
Yeah, which anyone can.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
The
yeah, this is-
kidnapper was sneaky and strong.
Okay. Well, first of all, this is not an army base. This is. I mean, this is basically like a Pete's Coffee.
Who cannot leave
Where-
during the day? Is there a vampire here?
This is a Pete's Coffee where they happen to make a podcast in the corner.
Yeah.
People are coming in and out all day long.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of people work remotely. They don't even come
Someone
in.
who can leave during the day.
What does
Everybody
that
leaves
mean?
during the day.
I feel like there's more of a clue there
And then
than we're seeing.
sneaky. Oh, there was something.
What?
They walk very quietly.
Sneaky and strong. They have strong hands, according to David.
Strong hands. Well, I have very strong hands, but I know it's not me, because again, I'd have murdered David and may
Let's
still.
see your hands, Eduardo. No,
You're
not
pretty
him.
weak.
Not him.
Wow, what?
No, they.
Oh, no.
No, they do. I'm sorry. You look like you sleep with both of your hands in little bowls of heavy cream. You're just. I swear to God. Your manicure looks nice, but no, it's not. It's not. Those are not working man's hands.
I mean,
Let's bring old Iron Grip Ruthie in here.
Okay, Iron Grip Ruthie, IG Ruth.
Ruru.
Let's get Ruru in here.
Uh,
I have thoughts.
Ruthie is our social media and merch manager, right?
Yeah, she does pretty much
Ruthie.
everything. She's a
Ruthie,
jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Lovely person. Ruthie, have a seat, please.
Hi.
Your full name, please.
Ruthie Wyatt,
Ruthie Wyatt. And Ruthie, you've worked for me for how long?
13 years.
What merch is moving? What merch does well?
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
What kind of stuff goes well? Like, if it's just Conan, it probably sells. And then when you add these two
Sorry.
numbskulls, we probably see a little bit of a dipper.
I noticed there was some leftover Conan at the Apollo shirts in there.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, there are. We've got that. Yeah.
Well, we're saving those for the Smithsonian.
Oh.
Those are being set aside.
Yeah.
So, Ruthie, you handle merch.
Signed posters by you.
Sign posters by me, and it goes through the roof.
A lot of photographic stuff.
I've taken most of those
Lot
photographs.
of pictures.
You have?
I
You
have.
see Conan's face
Yeah.
all
But
day.
there's no way that I did it though.
Why?
I love David.
Okay.
Oh.
But not Conan.
I love Conan.
She does love me. She said that many times.
I do.
After a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
So many pictures.
Who do you think did it?
You know, I hate to say it, but it might be Maddie.
Maddie. Why?
Yeah.
I think Maddie is looking like a strong suspect because she's clearly insane.
Well,
You know what I mean? Just like, I'm gonna be in comedy. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, you know.
she's able to leave whenever. She does have a new comedy show that she's producing on her own called OG Dicks.
Okay.
So I don't know. She's able to leave. She has to leave all the time. She has to go get
wait a
props
minute.
and stuff.
Are you telling me that she's on company time? She leaves to work on her new show, OG Dicks?
OG Dicks. Yeah.
Wow.
Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying? You're saying part of her job is that she leaves.
Well, she has to
Work?
leave and run errands sometimes. Like if, like she needs to refill the basket of snacks for talent and for celebrities, right? Like
Yeah.
she has to go out. But then she's also got her own stuff going on with her comedy career. She's very funny though.
She's very ambitious.
Very ambitious.
How
yeah.
strong are her hands?
She's very strong, but delicate also. I mean, I'm not going to put her.
Do you mind if I shake your hand right now?
Sure, yeah, I would love to.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Let's try that.
Wow, that is a grip.
And we don't
man.
shake hands, we hug.
No, we hug. I
Yeah.
love you.
Yeah,
I love
she-
you too.
Um,
Ruthie didn't do it.
No, I couldn't.
You're in on it.
Ruthie, you
It's
know,
an
I
inside
adore
job.
Ruthie. But I will say this. Ruthie has traveled on many travel shows with me. She is familiar with my travel shows, and she has traveled often with Blay on many travel shows. She is familiar with the travel milieu, so I could see her having access to those books. Also, merch. And you got a good grip.
I see so many photos of you. Wouldn't it be nice if there were just a few less photos of Conan in this building?
Yeah, if anyone's going to snap looking at my photo, it might be Ruthie.
It's Ruth.
It's Ruthie.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you on this.
Do you have access to the audio cabinet?
Yeah.
You do?
Eduardo.
Is that
I
true?
do. So does Eduardo, though,
This is
too.
not-
Right.
Eduardo's jumping
Don't
in.
let
It's
the
interesting.
handsome one get you.
It's interesting
No.
he's jumping in. Well,
No.
he's
What
being
I'm saying is,
interrogated.
but you have access to the audio closet.
Well, yeah, that's
You
where my
also deal
camera
in
is.
merch. You also are
Yeah.
sick of
But-
seeing my face.
No, I'm not. I
Do
love
you leave throughout the? Can you leave?
Yeah, I can leave.
Ruthie,
Yeah.
most important question of all. Does it bother you that my lips are so thin?
Oh.
But you look at the photos all the
I've
time.
looked at them a lot.
But can we plump?
Yeah, I mean,
do I need to plump them up a little bit? Or are they okay?
No, I like your lips. They're great.
All right.
Don't
I
put
know.
anything in them.
Okay, I'm thinking of doing
we
it.
We need you as is.
All
How does
right.
that help the case? How does that help get David back?
We get David back or we don't. I have a goddamn career to think about. This pumpkin's rotting fast.
Can you just show me what fluff up your lips? Let's.
God, it's terrible.
But maybe you get a lip
I say
tattoo.
do it.
Maybe he needs a lip
I say
tattoo.
do it.
Oh my God. Yeah, you should do
Me
it.
with really luscious lips.
Oh God.
Big plumpy, pillowy lips, and women are always looking at it like, I'd like to have a smackaroo with him. Is that something they say for kissing? Smackaroo with him?
I want to smackaroo with that guy.
Okay, so
no one will question it.
Ruthie, I'm with you. I am highly suspicious of Maddie. First of all,
I
I'm
totally
highly
am.
suspicious of anyone who just young people that are ambitious creep me out.
Oh.
So I think she's got to go. I mean,
I don't know.
No.
I mean, we still have Chills and Sam
Yeah.
to
Let's see.
interrogate.
Thank
here.
you, Ruthie.
You're welcome.
Ruthie, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
I love Ruthie, though. I really do. I know that a lot of clues point to Ruthie, but I don't think it's Ruthie either.
Okay, but she has a motive.
Hey,
she has a motive.
who else do you throw paper balls at? I'm just curious. Do you throw them at Chills?
No,
No.
you don't.
You throw him at Blay.
I throw him at Blay.
for
But
sure.
Blay's not on the
I will say
suspect
Chills is
list.
the one that picks them up.
He is right.
Because I refuse to clean up after myself.
Yes, you don't ever clean up after yourself.
Right.
Because that was
Because
the only.
that's the status I've achieved in this
Okay.
world. Let's
Okay.
save Chills and let's do Sam.
Sam.
Uh-oh, here we go.
All right.
She's got cool style.
Sam. Yeah, she does.
I like your style,
can't,
Sam.
You can't keep complimenting people
No,
who
you
walk
can.
in
It's
here.
my technique.
Okay, but it's not
Sam, would you put
good.
you seem like you're too good to put does she put the headset on or not?
If you'd like. I mean, it just.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Does my hair look okay?
Your hair looks amazing. I'm going to start with a few compliments.
Thank you.
I think you're terrific. You do a wonderful job, and I love your style.
Thank
you.
And you just walked in here. You got those cowboy boots. You got the cool barrettes.
Thank you.
I don't know. I just think she's great. Are you a
David is
murderer?
missing.
Are you a murderer?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, first of all, we're not even looking for a murderer.
Yeah, David's alive.
Yeah.
I consider him dead at this point. Even if he shows up, if we get him out of this alive, I may kill him.
Okay.
No.
We just talked to Ruthie.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. Sam, who do you think may have done this?
Look, this might get me fired because
It's very hard to fire people because you have to go through the HR.
Right,
It's so
right.
difficult,
Okay.
and we have to give you warnings.
Yeah. Mhm.
You can get away with murder at this
Okay.
place, so don't worry
He's
about
trying
it.
to fire me a lot.
Great.
Kidnapping.
Yeah.
But I do think it's Ruthie, and she's my boss. So
Why do you think
know.
it's Ruthie?
this is the thing. She is constantly trying to go viral on like TikTok, Instagram, and this is the exact kind of thing that would get the clicks. You know, like this is going to be written about. People are going to be posting,
That's
and
interesting.
I don't know. I think it's a good clickbaity thing.
Do you have access to the audio cabinet?
I mean, I do, but I do everything on my phone, so there's no need for me to go in the cabinet.
But you do have access.
You do have access.
Sure.
Can I see your hands, please?
You're so
Okay.
delicate.
You have a lot of Taylor
I'm gonna
Swift
ask-
friendship bracelets.
I do.
You know who else is a Swiftie?
Mm-hmm.
David Hopping.
David
Yeah,
Hopping
he
is
is.
a Swiftie.
Yeah.
Did you get to go see the recent tour? But
No.
Hopping did. Did that make you angry? That Hopping got to go and you didn't? When you consider yourself the bigger Taylor Swift fan?
Look, I'm happy for him. Do I wish he would have invited me to a couple of the shows? Yeah.
Wow.
He went to several shows.
He went to several shows and didn't invite you to one.
How much are you
No,
paying
and I
him?
made him friendship bracelets.
Those are thousands of dollars.
I
those
tell him
tickets.
he has access. First of all, here's how it works with David.
You better check your
It's
PayPal.
the same. No, it's the same thing with Sona. I always tell my assistant, "Here's my bank account,
Yeah.
and then take out what you need for your living." And then it was like 6 years later, I saw this one on Lake Mead in a boat, a huge boat
Yes, thank you.
that said "Cone Sucker." Wow, maybe it's you. Tell me.
Why?
Wow, we got a real Hercule Poirot here.
No, I'm going to. This is another technique I'm trying.
What?
Tell me why it isn't you, because I think it is.
You keep changing your day.
It's just not my
I think
style.
it's you. I've never
No.
liked you. And
You
your
said
style.
all this nice stuff about me.
I said that to butter you up, but now I'm a different guy, and I'm going to throw you off balance. Your style sucks. You've got no style.
That's not nice.
Well, I'm sorry, but you know.
Look, I am a very Zen person. I'm a yoga teacher. I am not about any of this violence. I meditate. Like, this is not who I am.
The people that tell me they're Zen and meditate are the ones that have more anger and frustration than anyone else I know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I swear to God, every yoga teacher I've ever known has done some time in jail for trying to kill somebody.
No.
Seriously,
that's not
every
me.
single yoga teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not me. It wouldn't be me.
Okay, so you're Zen,
I have very petite hands.
but you know, I will say this:
What?
you're quiet.
Yeah?
Let me see those. You've got some tattoos, some ink. What's this rune?
This one? Oh, that's an Icelandic rune.
Icelandic rune. What does it mean?
Love.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
love tattoo. I'm going to kidnap
What's
someone.
That one on your thumb, the cherries from Pac-Man?
It's not from Pac-Man. It's
Okay.
just
Hey.
cherries.
What about that one on your forum that says "Live to Kidnap"?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
We
No,
can
I'm
disregard
getting that
Okay,
removed.
all right, forget
Okay,
it.
well, thank you, Sam, very much.
Sam, I do admire you, and
Thank
now I'm
you.
going back to the regular guy. Your style is off the charts.
All right. Thank you.
I tried to rattle you with the whole your stuff,
You keep changing your interrogation techniques.
Yeah.
It's not a good strategy.
or the best,
No, it's not.
or it is.
No, it's not. The best.
or it is.
Well, no, but then it's still not the best.
It is the best.
Can't you change it like
It
midway?
hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Exactly. But later on, you're going to think he also complimented me. I don't know what I think. And then you're going to start crying, and then you're going to confess to this terrible crime.
Okay. All right.
Thank you,
Am I
Sam.
done? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Am
you.
I done here?
Please do not leave the
You're
state.
still an employee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay, we just have one more, and it's Chills.
Yeah, Chills. Man,
I mean,
Chills.
his name's Chills. That right there feels a little red herring.
I feel like he can get away with anything because you value him so much, too.
Chills. I'm going to give everyone a little. Before Chills gets in here, I'm going to say my nickname for him is the Warrior.
Yeah.
He's been with me. He started working for me like 2 years into the show as an intern.
Mm.
He has been everywhere in the world with me. He'd do anything for me.
It's a long con.
Wow. You think it's a long con? Let's get him in here.
Yeah.
Let's get him in
Okay.
here.
I think so.
I mean, he does really seem to make this place go.
All right, Chills. Good to see you.
Okay.
Oh, friends, he said.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now we're friends.
Snuck in here. He's
Now we're-
quiet when he walks
Okay.
in here.
Dixie
Okay.
cups before made me die. But
Great. Hey.
Oh, now he's flattering you.
Hey.
Yeah,
Who's on
look at
trial
that.
here?
Look at that.
Wow, look at that. Likes my
Spoken
bits,
like
huh?
a true
Likes-
kidnapper.
Innocent. Okay, Chills.
Yes.
You started working for me what year?
96.
96. Okay.
27 years. It'll be 27 years in December.
Has nothing to do with David. Okay.
Hold it. Hold on a second. This is a man who I think loyalty and this incredible, talk about this, the record of this gentleman. You've been everywhere in the world with me.
Yeah.
We've been through every adventure. You were on the old-timey baseball remote.
Yes.
You've been in the trenches with me in so many different countries around the world.
Yep.
This guy, I call him the warrior. I can't believe he would do anything to harm me. And now I'm thinking about it. How does kidnapping hopping really harm me?
Oh, he's your assistant.
Again, we've proven.
It's
that-
not about harming you. It's about getting your goddamn face off that wall.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I
the
walk in every day and it's like seeing these pictures again for the first time. Like I love seeing those photos.
Come on, Chills. I don't believe it for a
You walk up
second.
those stairs and you see him as the Viking.
I've seen in between takes, I've seen him come up to you and like rough you up a little bit sometimes.
That's
that would
what brothers do.
piss
That's
me
what brothers
off.
That's
do you
what
pick
brothers
up
do.
the paper balls that he throws around? All the ad copy that do you pick those up?
This studio, I can kind of like run this, like not run it, but like I tend to it, make sure everything's running smoothly. So yeah, I clean up at the end.
And you don't mind that doesn't
No,
bother
it's
you?
part
Yeah,
of the
but
job.
like I mean, we clean up after ourselves, but Conan
Yeah.
doesn't clean up after himself. Doesn't that piss you off?
No.
Oh man.
No, it's like Louis the 16th didn't say, "Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
God.
I dropped that. I'll go get it." That's ridiculous.
I totally agree.
Yeah, this is Versailles, and chill. What's wrong, Louis? I might have dropped part of my croissant. I should go get it and pick it up. But if someone sees it, they shouldn't have to pick it up. I should do it. That was not Louis the 16th.
Where are all your travel books? Do you know where they all are right now?
I know where they all are.
Do you?
Yes.
I
Let's see
don't-
those hands.
Yeah.
Pretty
Let me see.
Very
substantial.
strong.
Oh my
Very
God!
strong.
I can't tell you something about this guy. This guy's been wrangling props, dragging them through airports in Milan.
Cables? Cables?
No, I have nothing to do with cable.
You have access to the audio
I
cabinet.
certainly have access,
don't.
but there's a lot of people who have access. I'm in this room. I'm in the room next door, the control room, all the time.
But we wouldn't
I
always
see
know
everyone's
because
coming and
you
going.
tiptoe around because you're conscious of the audio recording. You are kind of furtive and in the shadows.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I left that room for a second, this place would fall apart.
I believe that.
Yeah, I do too.
I believe that. I believe, and I've often said this to Chills, when the end comes, it's probably going to be me and him alone.
Oh,
The
God.
last three will be Ross, me, and Chills. But then Ross will get a call that his reservation came through at the restaurant, and he'll leave, and it'll be just Chills and I as the monsters move in, the
Yes.
orcs.
Last stand.
Jeff will be in an Uber headed off to Latanzi, and it'll just be the two of us. So
100%.
I am not going to accuse Chills. I just don't see it. I don't see it. It's impossible to me.
You have complimented every single person on this list.
Except Maddie. Now, Maddie, I
Yes,
grant
you did.
No, I know. What I said is that Maddie's talented. She's funny. I think she's going places. I'll do everything I can to help her with her comedy career because I think she's got it. But I think she's a murderess.
I think she's too fresh. I
Yeah,
think you
I
need
think so,
somebody who
too.
has seen you a lot, who's sick of you and your
Uh-huh.
photos. And Chills has been here the longest.
Chills would. I just can't. I can't turn against Chills.
I'm
Not
with
even if
you.
it's some kind of comedy conceit. I won't. I won't do it.
As an outsider, I have the least bias on everybody here.
Yeah.
And I do think that all the clues point to Chills. And then you're kind of denying them, but you must at least admit that you seem suspicious on paper, right?
Based on
all the clues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When can I leave? I can't leave this room for a second.
Also, can I tell you something else? I constantly walk around the neighborhood and I see all of you getting your parfaits, your creme brulees, having your Belgian waffles, toasting each other with glass Aperol spritzes. You all just goof off all the time.
What are you talking about?
I never see Chills.
That's true.
I go
Out of-
days without eating.
That's true. You don't leave.
Yeah, he just sucks on his wool cap. and get some of the old beef broth
Salt sweat.
from our Ireland remote.
But you're like on the move a lot with Conan, and things change up. The
Oh, yeah.
shoots change, and you have to be the one who changes everything.
Right.
Doesn't that piss you off?
No, I love what I do. I love working for this guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, you had the glazed over look of a hostage just then.
You do. You're
Yeah.
really complimenting him a lot
Yeah.
right now.
I just can't. It's not Chills, and if it is Chills, I would pardon him, and then I would help him kill Hopkins.
Okay, let's release Chills because we gotta figure this
Chills,
out.
I got
Thank
your
you,
back,
Chills.
man. I'm not gonna let them. We're not.
Same.
I'll never turn against you.
Please don't leave the state.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, time's up. You had an hour to figure out my identity. And what did you do? You spent it arguing amongst yourselves. Pathetic and unsurprising. Well, I guess it's time to hear your accusation. Who do you think I am? Cue the dramatic royalty-free music, please.
Well, you can tell it's royalty-free because it's really not fun to listen to. Who would put a royalty on this piece of shit?
No, it just sounds like I'm watching.
Yeah.
Selling Sunset.
This is like a Wales EKG. It's royalty free. You'll get no money from this.
So there's only
here's
one-
what we know about the kidnapper. Very uneven in the music field. But
There's paper. There's merch. There's cable.
The kidnapper was able to leave work during the day. The kidnapper was sneaky and strong. Hopping was being kept near a pile of merch. Hopping was tied up with audio cables. Who has access to the audio cabinet? The kidnapper was throwing paper balls at Hopping. There were travel books for Norway, Thailand stacked up in the back. Only one suspect has a motive, a means, and an opportunity.
well, I'm going to say I agree that Chills, a lot of things can point to Chills, but he did not have the opportunity.
Yeah, you're
he
right.
really can't leave.
I think you're right. I think
And
sorry, Chills. I was wrong about you. Eduardo.
and-
I mean, Eduardo can't leave during the podcast either.
No.
Is that it has to be like it's like not just the whole day, but it's during the podcast.
I think it's
essentially?
during the day they can't leave because I think these threats were
Well,
all
if it's during the day, Chills can leave during the day.
You really can't. You can't go outside in LA with a wool hat on and not get picked up by a police car.
true.
So I'm going to say it's not Chills, but it could be Eduardo.
Eduardo can't leave. He's doing this.
I'm saying it's not Chills for sure. Could it possibly be Eduardo? Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
going to say no, it's not. It's not Eduardo. I know who my suspect is.
I think we all know who your suspect is.
It's Maddie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I think there needs to be less people in comedy so that I can flourish. And she threatens me.
You've already done it for a long time, and you know
I know,
what?
but you know what?
You've established yourself.
I talked to my doctor the other day and he said I have a good 6 years of life left.
Oh.
And I want to use that. I know, I was shocked too. That's not a lot.
It's not.
He said 6 max.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
gotta get another job.
So anyway, yeah, I don't know.
I
highly,
have mine.
I have mine is up high. Yeah.
Mine is that Ruthie has the motive, the means, and the opportunity. Her motive is she has to take pictures of you all the time.
Yeah.
She can leave and she has access to the audio cabinet. But then there's the paper balls and the travel books.
But also strong hands.
Strong hands, right.
Now, I don't, that mean, look.
Strong hands from pressing photograph pictures all day.
Pressing them? What do you mean pressing them?
What is she doing with them?
You know,
Squirrels.
taking pictures, her fingers flexing all.
finger.
Oh, I thought you meant she had a giant Ben Franklin press.
I'm gonna say it's Eduardo. I'm saying it. I'm
Okay.
saying it. Eduardo
Hater.
is my suspect.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Eduardo, I refuse to say it's you.
Thanks.
I love you, man.
Right back at you.
Oh my!
I just think, God, he's very good looking. Tough. Sorry, that's confusing. I think, yeah, Ruthie, but God, I've been with Ruthie so long. That would be such a betrayal.
We don't have to agree, right? We don't have
You
to
have
have
to
a...
agree. It has to be one person.
Oh,
are you shitting
You all
me?
have to agree.
shit!
Guys, Maddie, come on.
I
She's
mean-
nuts. She's crazy. Who wants to be in comedy as a profession? I know. You have to be sick to do that.
She doesn't
very
have
funny.
access to the audio cabinet. What does she care about paper balls and travel books?
Yes.
Oh, I guess that eliminates her.
Well, it's there
Oh.
for a reason.
Damn, that was a terrible put down. That was just logical what I said to you, but I
Yeah.
said it like it was a put down. You're right. Maybe it's not Maddie. I want it to
Chills
be
or
Maddie.
Eduardo. I'm sorry. I know you got a Chills boner, but I think it might be Chills. He checks off every box.
Except he can't leave.
He can't leave. It's not Chills. And also, I can't live in a world where it's Chills. I can't.
This isn't
God,
real.
I hope it's Chills.
It is real.
I hope it's Chills.
No, I'm telling you, I will not. If we all have to agree, bark up another tree. It's not Chills.
Okay.
I won't do it.
Can you agree that Eduardo has all of the?
Sure, I'll throw him down the deepest hole. I don't care.
He can't really leave either, though.
But are we saying during the podcast recordings? I thought we said during the day.
No, just during the day. Eduardo can
No,
leave.
I've seen him go get lunch.
I'm getting signals from the guy who created this whole show that he can't leave. Okay.
All right, so it's not Eduardo. I'm telling you it's not Chills, and so just throw that away. So who's left?
We never went back to Lisa, who
Or Sam.
has seen. Yeah, Lisa is dealing with your fans all the time. She always looks at photos of you and has to deal with people who love you. She has access to everything.
Does she?
I don't know.
The audio cabinet? Sam does. Sam can leave. Does Sam have a motive?
I do think, I'm going to say
paper
this.
balls and travel.
I've noticed a lot of times I make my jokes and quips, and I'm always doing bits and stuff, and everyone's laughing. Sam, not so much.
Oh, you can't penalize someone.
No, not penalized, but I do know that Sam has that, that kind of, she's very young. She's in the corner. She's got cool style. And she's just sort of staring at me like, keep laughing, Laffy man. Keep laughing away. I'll see you in your coffin one day. That's the look I get from her.
I have a new respect for Sam.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Lisa has, I think, motive because you abuse her brother all the time. And
But
you
she
throw-
hates, but
you
she doesn't
throw
like her
paper-
brother.
You throw
No,
paper at
I
him.
think you got it. Because
Yeah.
then the travel books and paper all relate to Blay.
He leaves.
He goes.
on those.
I think
on
it's
those
Lisa.
things on those.
That's actually interesting. That's interesting.
Yes.
Lisa is related to Blay.
Yes.
Blay goes on the travel shows. She sees me throwing paper at him all the time, and I do assault him.
beat him?
Well, I beat him within an inch of his life.
Yes.
Which I think employers are alled to do to employees.
No.
Oh, you're not supposed
You're
to.
not supposed
okay, good.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
from
yeah,
now on, no more.
Yeah.
Should we go with Lisa?
I think it's Lisa.
I think it's Lisa.
I want it to be Maddie because I really want to nip that career in the bud.
I want it to be Chills just to see your heartbreak.
I know.
Okay,
But
I think
let's
we
do
have.
Lisa.
I think we have to accuse Lisa.
Okay.
Wrong. Like I promised, you'll never see Hopping again. But I'm not killing him. Oh, no. I'm sending him to Hawaii, where he'll live out the rest of his days in paradise, a.k.a. away from you three.
Later, suckers.
And now, it's time for me to come into the studio and reveal myself.
Okay, this is exciting.
What if it's David?
I'm so excited.
I'm excited. I actually am quite excited.
Yeah.
I actually, this is well done. I have to
Yeah.
say this is well done.
Yeah.
And I don't like my.
Oh, it's Ruthie! Ruthie, you dirty devil!
Ruthie!
God!
Ruthie!
Oh my God!
You were my first pick.
I know you were on to me from the start.
You know what? I couldn't. I care about you too much.
I know I like you. I got you.
can't. She's been in my corner for so long, and you betrayed. Well, and actually, again, I don't care that much about hopping, so whatever.
You don't care that
Hey,
much
you
about
go,
hopping.
girls.
Oh my God!
What's the paper balls and travel books?
Red herring.
Oh, you
asshole.
son of a bitch!
Yeah, that's called bad writing.
Yeah.
You know, she came in here. She had the attitude of someone who was guilty too.
You know what?
Girl.
Blay, you crafted this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I love it. If
yes.
Blay were a mystery writer and he did a murder on the Orange Express, and at the end, the answer was nobody. They're not even on the train. What? No, it's that guy who lived 80 years later. Train's a red herring.
I would be all for red herrings, but the stuff you gave us to read that are like meta below the performance are saying, here's a clue, here's a clue.
Clues have to make some sense,
I
Blay.
mean, the paper and the travel books and really the cable just don't apply to Ruthie at all.
She had, but who had the motive, means, and opportunity? She had the motive,
He's having to
clicks,
justify
right?
it.
More clicks.
Uh-huh.
She had the means because she keeps her camera in the audio cabinet with the things, and she has the opportunity, which you never asked her about. She parks in the street a lot, so she has to go move her car all the time.
Well, I
She's
got to
the
say
only
this.
person.
My favorite part of every Agatha Christie novel is where Agatha Christie would afterwards yell at all the readers. Hey, wait a minute. No, it makes perfect sense. They're all on the island. No, shut up. Shut up. It makes perfect sense because the scientists. No, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Well, that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say, that was fun.
Is David okay?
Blah, blah.
cares?
Yeah.
These videos are going to do great on social.
Guilty.
Guilty. Man, I did.
So fun.
I really wanted it to be Maddie.
You really did. You have it out for
I'm
Maddie.
sorry. When I see talent, I have to squelch it.
Well, let's give a big round of applause to Blaine.
Thanks. Good job,
This was
Blaine.
all
That
his
was
idea
so much
and his
fun.
execution.
Great job, everyone. Sorry about the red herrings. Nice job, everyone.
No. You did what you had to do. You
That's
clearly put some thought into this.
Next time we'll know better.
No, good job, Blay. And that was fun.
That
I
was
you
a
know
lot
what?
of
I
fun.
enjoyed.
The happening.
Yeah, me too.
It's all about that title, baby.